This is the Moonwalkers Chat Podcast, and we are here thrilling you tonight. Yes, we are. Yes, we are going live tonight. Yo, let me stop.
Hey, it's your girl, Dove Angel D.
Yo, this is your boy, just Mr. P.
You're watching the Moonwalkers Chat Podcast.
And this is the only place to be
if you're a real Michael Jackson fan. Ow!
Like I said last week, what a way to enter. Yeah, I know everybody was like, that's an interesting intro. I wasn't trying to sing. I was just having a good time. I thought it was hilarious, and I figured you guys would like it too. And I'm glad that we got a good response off of that new intro. But of course, you know how we do here at the MCP. We always try to keep things fun and interesting, and that's the only way we're going to do it. But yes, what's going on, Dove?
Everything's good. How are you, homie?
It is going A-okay. It's kind of hot here in New York, but you know what? I'm managing. I'm getting by dealing with this heat. I got my bottled water sitting here next to me trying to keep cool. But yes. Today is, I almost said January, July 18th, 2021. Oh, man, Sunday, July 18th, 2021, and this is episode 49. It's the episode before the episode that you're going to be hosting with fellow female moonwalkers who are going to, do y'all little, do y'all MJ fangirl thing.
Yeah.
But yes, what's going on, guys? Oh, man, let's see who's here with us today. Let's get y'all comments up on the screen. TJ, what's up? Gloria, aka Vixen, is in the building. What's going on? Hold on, let me get my stuff going, y'all. Gigi is here. What's up? She says I'm actually early.
Up, Gigi? Woo!
For real. Red Pills, what's up?
Red Pills? Henry Louise, Janesta.
Oh man.
Yvette.
Janesta is here.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Everybody is here. Henry Louise, what's up? You guys got to keep that applause going for us. Come on. You say you love my singing? Oh, shucks. I don't know what to do now. What's up, Henry Louise? Oh,
hi,
man.
Annette.
But yeah. Annette, what's going on? But yes, welcome to the MCP, and we are back with another episode. This is episode 49, as I've stated, and we are back with a friend to the show who's been on our show a couple of times already. You guys already know who it is. It's Mr. Phonchrist. You've heard him on our show.
Hey, MJ fan, this is Phonchrist, and you are listening to the Moonwalker Chat Podcast. And this is the place to be if you're a real Michael Jackson fan.
You've heard that a million times in our original intro. He's been on our show, at least 3 or 4 times already. But he's a good friend to the show. He always has a good time with us on this show. We always have to have him come back. So as always, welcome Mr. Phonchrist. We're open arms here.
Hey.
Yes.
Man, I feel good, man. Thank you. Well, those applause make me feel some type of way. It's really nice. I feel like I'm on stage.
Don't get shy now.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting shy now. I love the intro. The intro is really nice. Put him in the groove. I was even dancing as well. Really nice. I like it. That was very dope.
that.
And Origin as well. It was good.
Thank
I
you.
was like, well, is that the lyrics? Or is it like you making this up? The lyrics. I was like, no, that's not what Michael said.
Crazy thing is, when I made that, I was just literally freestyling the lyrics. I didn't even have any lyrics written. Yeah. I just randomly started saying stuff as the beat was going, and I was like, oh, this is the Moonwalkers Chat Podcast. I just started, and I kept going. I was like, oh, okay, I like this. This actually makes sense here. Oh, man.
Oh, that's nice.
Heiko, what's up? What's up? I seen you just joined. What's up? But yeah, so we have Phonchrist back on the show. It's amazing to have him back. So guys, welcome him back to the show. And
Thank
yes,
you.
thumbs up. That's right, Henry Louise. Thumbs up, thumbs up. But yeah, so we have some topics here that we want to talk to you guys about. But beforehand, how's it going, Phonchrist?
Everything good. Everything is good. Sorry, I'm getting nervous. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. We're
That's
here.
good. That's
I
good.
see you guys doing your thing. You're really consistent. So I'm really happy to, as I was saying to you guys when we was offline, I'm happy to come back home because, this is family, Yeah.
You know it. MCP, MJ fam. Yes, welcome, Phonchrist. Thank you, Henry Louise. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's definitely good to have him back on the show. We have some topics that we want to talk about. But first, we were chatting about an article that came about earlier this week about what did Michael Jackson say to Britney Spears a few weeks before he passed. And this article, let me go directly to the article itself so that way I can read from the section that we're referring to. Now, according to this article, it's on yourtango.com. I'm going to post the link in the description box for any of you guys who want to go back and read it. But it starts off saying, according to a source close to Spears, Jackson called the singer shortly before his death on June 25th. Michael told her, "Don't end up like me." His warning was eerie, like he was telling Britney he was going to die, the friend claims. Now, this is according to this article on yourtango.com. I mean, like, reading this, what did you guys think about any of this? Like,
Um. Wait, Dov, I'll let you go first. Oh, you want me to go
You're
first?
the guest.
Oh, yeah, I'm the guest. Yes, true. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm the guest. I think the first thing that comes in my mind is like to question the relationship between Britney Spears and Michael Jackson. So during that time, was Michael Jackson have that? Because the article said, when did Michael Jackson send that? Letter or contact Britney Spears? When was it?
it said that he contacted her maybe a few weeks before.
Yeah, but if it was 3 weeks before, that mean like they must have like a close relationship where they actually get in touch all the time, letting each other know how my life, or maybe Michael Jackson was trying to help her. And
Right.
that's the reason why at the end he's gonna say, "Look, Britney, like right now I'm messed up, and I don't want you to end up like me." Like I think Michael Jackson used to say the same thing about James Brown as well. I don't want to end up dying like on stage like James Brown did, like dying old, like doing music and die. He used to do the same line as well. But for me, it sounds more like a tabloid, like fake news. I don't think it's true, but if it's true, that means like the relationship between Michael Jackson and Britney Spears was kind of, because Michael Jackson always respect Britney, he loved Britney Spears, but to the point of contacting her or doing all this the thing, me like he was more like a mentoring Britney Spears, and at the end is that, you know what, be careful, because he was trying to help a lot of people, like even Mariah Carey as well. Michael Jackson was trying to help her as well. So in that sense, it can be true if the relationship was really close like that. So yeah, that's what I can say.
And what about you,
I
Miss Dove
agree.
Angel?
I agree. I agree with Phonchrist. And he probably was telling her, like, be careful of the sharks, as in Jaws sharks.
Right,
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
right. That makes sense. And I mean, if anybody understood what Britney Spears was going through physically and mentally, it would have been MJ. Because I mean, just like MJ, she was a child star. She came up in the music industry and entertainment industry from young. Because if you guys remember, she started out from like age 5 or 6 on the Disney Mickey Mouse Club or something like that. I didn't watch it, but I know that she was on there. She was on there. Christina Aguilera was on there. Justin Timberlake was on there. And I can't remember one of the singers from the group In Vogue was on there. What is her name? Rona Bennett, the fifth member of the group.
Mm.
Yeah, so they all grew up in the industry from young, and Michael Jackson understood that. He knew what she was going through, and I think maybe for her, maybe she came up too fast, and she wasn't ready. Because from, like, I remember her in an interview during her second album, she stated that she wasn't really ready, but she had to push herself and make herself mentally ready and she never actually got herself mentally ready, despite she pushed herself to that maximum just to keep her fans happy. And it took an effect on her later on in life.
Yeah, I think exactly.
Right.
I think it's kind of the same as the Michael Jackson story as well. Britney Spears. Because yesterday I was kind of watching the video when she started. You know, like there was one video I saw as Britney Spears. People were saying like, "This is Britney Spears' real voice." I didn't know there was such a story. Like because people were saying like the parents or the industry make her sing like sound the same even like when she because when you listen to Britney Spears, her voice is always very childlike, voice, and never really changes. The same as kind of Michael Jackson as well. I think when Michael Jackson was growing up, at certain stage when his voice started changing because he was getting older, and he didn't like it because he always wanted to sound very like like he used to in the Jackson 5. He used to hate the way he sound like so like heavy voice. He didn't like it. I think it was the same thing with Britney Spears as well. And in the industry, the people that was working around her, I think they just wanted her to keep this type of style because Britney Spears' style was more like a little college girl. That was the kind of style that the profile that she actually gave her. So there is a lot of similarity between Michael Jackson and Britney Spears in terms of the family as well. Because when you check Britney Spears' family, her sister is in. I think she's an actress and she used to do movies and she sings as well. She's not too successful when it comes to being like a singer, but she do like movie and all those things. I feel like it's the same thing. They just push kids and they wasn't ready, just the same as Michael Jackson. But yeah,
I agree with you on that. And I mean, I could have just imagined what it is to grow up in the entertainment industry and never, like MJ, not have a childhood. This is another prime example of not actually having that part of your life that every child should have. And I mean, I could understand that, of course, every young child, we all dream of being something, whether it's doctors, lawyers, performers, but a performer is a whole different ball game because you can be that at any age. Doctor, a lawyer, you won't be able to do that until you get older, maybe college age. So being a young entertainer, I could imagine the amount of pressure it puts on a child's psyche and then have to try to adapt and try to just be something that you're not ready for mentally and physically.
Yeah.
A way to look like it kicked Dove out.
Oh yeah, I think she's out. I'm still here. Right? I'm still here. Yeah, I think it's the same. I think Britney Spears wasn't ready. She started very young. She become successful. I think she's one of the top pop star. Like every time when you talk about Michael Jackson, you talk about Janet Jackson, but I feel like Britney Spears is one of the in pop music today is one of the greatest. Hand down. She's very original. Whatever she does, she never really tried to mix to copy the culture. She always been that. Okay, I don't know if I have to call it white girl, but like she always stay onto that. Because she's like a typical white girl that do pop music, successful pop music. And now if you see the culture, the way things looks in the right now, everybody want to look the same. But Britney Spears always she's like Michael Jackson. You see the way Michael Jackson is, the way Prince is, the way Usher is, the way Britney Spears is as well. I think she's into that, that angle. That's how I see her. And to be that person, you're gonna have a lot of pressure from the industry, from the family as well, because the father knows she was successful. And there was a lot of similarity with like Michael Jackson, the Jackson family as well. So it's very sad, it's because she always looked happy and just the same as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like even now, like everything that I'm reading regarding her, it's so much that's going on in her life regarding her ex-husband and the control that he has over her assets because of paperwork that she signed while she wasn't mentally well. And it's just messed up to know. I don't know whether I can say that he's taken advantage of her or he took advantage of her in her, a certain mental state. But it's in my, my personal opinion, and that's all it is. I don't want nobody to get offended because I know how you guys are. You will go in on me in the inbox. But I feel like maybe Kevin Federline may have taken advantage of her when she wasn't mentally capable of making that decision to allow him to make decisions for her.
What decision did he make? Like,
Well, there's decisions that he can make regarding her assets, some of her money. Also regarding if per se, being that she's known to have bipolar disorder. If he per se thought something was wrong, her butt could be literally put on a 5150. I don't know if you know about the 5150, which is a involuntary 48-hour hospital stay where
mm,
they check you for mental evaluation and different things. Oh, here she is,
yeah.
and he's able to do that. And I'm just like, wow, she's trying to get out of that now. I can't remember the exact term that they used, but another term for it might be power of attorney.
Yeah,
He,
but yeah, I think the way you need to see that is like when you see people like Britney Spears, like Michael Jackson, they are we see them as artists, as human beings, but the industry or the family, they don't see them the same. They see them as the asset. It's like a money machine. They have to, like, they always have to be there, like, to actually keep things going. The money have to be there, the song have to to sell everything. So when you feel like the person is kind of like going down, they have to, they're just gonna use them as a machine, just like, trying to fix it as much as they can. They did the same with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was like, at a certain point, didn't even want to do the music anymore. They forced him, like, to do song that he didn't even want to do. Even Michael Jackson at some point couldn't even see his family. What is happening to Britney Spears? It actually happened to Michael Jackson as well. Michael Jackson was out there, but he was actually in jail. He couldn't even see his family. He couldn't even see nobody. He couldn't even use his phone. At some point Michael Jackson even couldn't even use a mobile phone.
right.
That was, yeah. And they took all the money. He didn't have no money. He had money, but they took all the money. They tell him, like, if you don't go and do the DCC tour, or if you don't, what we're gonna do? We're gonna sell Neverland, like blackmail, all these things. So it's like it's kind of the same story. And Britney Spears, they make her feel like she was crazy, and she thought like they was gonna help her. That's why she kind of agree, because at the same point she was like cutting her hair and all these things. And but the problem is they make her feel like they're gonna help her, but they just wanted to use her. For them, it was like, as long as we control your money, we can still use you to be on stage. When you finish, you just go back to jail. That's it. That's the most important things for us, and that's what they've been doing. It's quite brave for her to come out right now.
I agree with
No,
you on that. Dove, you're back. So, what do you think about this story?
I'm back. Yeah. Apologies, you guys. The power went off here for no reason. But anyway, um, yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but that's just how the industry works. And it's
mm,
sad that it's happening to more people. But I think it's like you said, Christ. I think it's very brave that they're finally stepping up and say, you know what, I'm gonna expose people. And it's time for me to tell people the truth and let them know what's going on, behind the scenes.
mm,
Because all we see is the glitter and the glamour. And we spoke about that on other episodes as well. Like we only
mm.
see the glitter and the glamour, but we don't see what happens to the individual, what it does to the individual. And we forget about that. We tend to forget about that. And that's sad, but it's a reality.
I think what make Michael Jackson stronger than Britney Spears as well, same point, is because his father as well. Because Joe was there for Michael Jackson. As much as we want to believe, some people gonna be like, oh, Joe Jackson. As much as um, people gonna believe like Joe Jackson wasn't there for Michael Jackson, Joey never gonna want his son to get hurt. Never. Even if he want the money, not in a greedy way, like, because Joe made everything. Joe wanted just to have a credit because he created Jackson from scratch. He left his job, he created everything, he put like sacrifice for his kid. He didn't want nobody else to come and take all the credit that he actually, he built. And that's the reason why he was so hurt when Barry Gordy came in and took over, took the Jackson and everything. And that's how he always feel. So what happened with Joe Jackson? The NGC tried to turn Michael Jackson against his father because they knew like he was the only person trying to protect him. As much as media would say like he wanted the money, but he wanted actually to protect his son. And I think that's the reason why Michael Jackson was still strong till you know until whatever, till the day he died. And when you see after few time before he died, his relationship with his father wasn't as good as he was before. He did forgive his father, but the industry, the people who's working with Michael Jackson, they did the best for Michael Jackson to not be able to see his father. Every time Joe was coming there, was
Right.
always trying to turn it down. So that's how I see it. But Britney Spears, the parents, they're using her. They're not on her side. That's why.
No,
That's
Britney
sad.
Spears, honestly, her parents could have done better by her because they aren't much of any help anyway. Like, no lie, I honestly feel like a lot of the decisions they made on her behalf was stupid.
Mm.
Like, I really honestly feel that. No, I
What was
honestly
that?
feel.
What was that
I
background?
honestly feel.
I heard the background.
What do
There
you
you
have
go.
like? What do you use? Do you have like? Is it? What is it?
It's a soundboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to add it on my podcast. I think it's fun.
It's funny.
It's
And he's
hilarious,
been
though.
working on that thing since season 2. And here we
Yeah.
are, season 5.
Oh, that's
Like,
good.
little by little, I will premiere like one sound, then maybe two, and then those sounds will get removed, then one get added back, and then yeah, and I'm like, we finally got to get this thing in order. Oh man,
So I think
what's
that
going on?
the good thing about Britney Spears as well is because we live in a town where we have social media. I think social media actually help a lot as well because you have like Hi Mandy, and we have Instagram, we got Facebook, all these things online. When people use the hashtag Free Britney Spears, it actually help the things to go around. So I think that's a good thing about the Britney Spears. I
Right.
think she's gonna get out of it because of social media. It wasn't the same for Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna be live tonight at MJDHI. Okay, I'll be tuned in. Y'all are back. That's what's up, Sauron. I said it right this time. You can't beat me up. I said if I said it wrong next time, you'll be able to beat me up. But I said it right this time. I know I did, but you corrected me. I think like 3 times before. He was like, "Wait, that's not it, buddy." What's going on, Mandy, Natalie, everybody that's just joining? For those of you who don't know our guest, this is Phonchrist. He's been on our show a couple of times before. He's a family to the show pretty much because that's how many times he's been on.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Oh man.
And the episode that we did to get on my podcast is still the most download. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, till today,
Wow.
like nobody tops. There's one episode actually topping, and it just went back again. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
That means
That's
people want to know if he's
They
still
still want to
alive.
know, like, and they're probably like, "Who the hell is this guy saying this stuff to?"
Yeah,
So,
he's still
wow.
the most download till today. So it's been a year. He's still my number one. You know, that's good.
Oh man, that's exciting though. I'm happy. You know,
Yeah.
cheers to being number one. I feel like MJ right now. I have a number one.
For one, you be number one for 1 year, man. Out of 88 episodes on my show, you are number one.
That's
You're the most
amazing.
downloaded.
Woo!
You see,
If this was Billboard, I would have me an award right about now.
man. You see, yeah, that's why you need to come back. You know, for real.
You know,
So
I'm down
yeah,
to come back to the show again. You already know that.
yeah, sure. Anytime. I think we might do something for Michael Jackson's birthdays very soon. So I'm gonna record something with you guys.
Okay,
Cool.
sounds good. You know we're there for it.
Hi, MG Red Pill. Yeah, so we'll talk about going back to what you were saying about Britney Spears, and because your question will relate to the article that you see. But I still feel like Michael Jackson used to say things to Britney Spears. I feel like he used to really like her and to understand her as well as an artist because they kind of have like the same path. That's why Michael Jackson was really close to people like that. He always wanted to mentoring people. So, but I don't believe like he really got in touch with with Britney Spears. Michael Jackson had a lot of stress before he died, like no sleep, all these things going on in his life, his kids, Neverland. I don't really think like he had time to get in touch with Britney Spears. But I believe it was one of the advice that he gave her, but not to that point.
I'm honestly wondering though. They said according to a source, who's the source that's close to Britney Spears to actually leak this story? Is what I'm wondering. Have you guys heard anything out there that's watching? Like, who's the source?
And Britney Spears, when did Britney Spears got locked? Like, when those all things happened, when was it? Because I feel like when Michael Jackson passed away, Britney Spears she wasn't well, right?
I don't believe she was
Mm-mm.
well at the time. No.
Yeah, because she didn't even react. She never really. I know she loved Michael Jackson, but she never really opened up about Michael Jackson death or anything like that. She never. She never. You know. Yeah, but I think she's an MJ fan. I think she's a bit like Chris
Oh yeah,
Brown and this kind of thing. Yeah.
because MJ had her at his 30th anniversary special
Yeah, I
concert
love
back in
that.
2000 something. I can't remember the exact date. And I know
2001, I believe, Madison Square
was it?
Garden.
Wait,
Yeah,
that was around 2001 because that was around the release of
it was
Invincible.
before. Yeah, because it was before 9/11. Remember, a few weeks or a few days before 9/11.
Right.
Yeah, that was good, man. The way you make me feel, I love it. Like when I see Michael Jackson with Britney, I was like, yes, my favorite.
Henry Louise says when it says according to a source it's a big fat fabrication. You
Yeah,
could be right.
I think it is. They are doing that because of what is happening right now with Britney Spears. They always wanna bring Michael Jackson to everything.
Yep, that's human nature
Yeah,
playing in the
Terry,
background.
she did date WR.
Who's WR?
I like your podcast. It's very relaxed.
The asshole.
Wait. Which
Yeah.
asshole?
You guys are chilling.
The LN asshole.
Oh, right. The name of that person that shall not be spoken of.
Yeah, exactly. That one.
That, oh man, Wade. Yeah, it was Sauron. It was. He had it right.
Yes, it was the 30th
Yeah.
anniversary. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like her way. The way she sounded, like the way you make me feel was really nice as well with her voice. It was a very good combination.
I like Britney Spears' raspiness. She got that raspy voice.
Yeah, she got it. Yeah, I love Britney Spears.
Sandy says, I heard about Britney being in serious trouble about a year ago from someone none of you follow. Who might that be, Sandy? I'd like to know. I'm nosy. Please share with us.
You're nosy, Mr. Daryl. I can't believe it. You're being nosy.
Nosy. Right here.
But do you think she's gonna get out of this?
If she
I think she can.
if she really tries, yeah. If she really tries
Yeah.
and she has people that can help her out and really care for her, then yes.
Because I feel like now she's even like turning against the family. She wrote because her sister. She's very brave. Her sister came out. She was talking about free Britney movement, everything. She kind of supports it. And now she wrote something on Instagram. She just went crazy. Like, man, I didn't know she was that. She don't play. Like when you read her, like very rude and everything. She really had enough. You just don't care. And then she kind of like exposed her family, her father, her sister as well, because they've never been there for her. Because now the fact this Britney Spears movement, free Britney is getting, everywhere, everybody talking about it's trending now, and now the family want to jump just to make it look like they care, because they see like
Right.
there is a way out for her. Then she doesn't like it. I feel she know what she's doing. That's a good thing.
And I mean, too bad that this free Britney movement didn't start almost 15, almost 20 years ago when what was the guy's name? Something Crockett.
They was crying, right? They was crying.
And he was crying.
Leave Britney alone. Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Leave
like
Britney.
he was the only one that was really back then really pushing for her.
When
He
you think
actually got
about
on
it,
the
that was
internet
big.
and cried. Like at first, I was like, okay, who the hell? At first, and this is no disrespect to the man, but at first I was like, who the hell is this nut job crying on the internet over Britney Spears? I didn't understand that because I was like, what the hell? I'm like, what is this?
And that was way before the meme, It was a meme before the meme.
Yeah. But then once I learned,
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, it's really actually more serious than I thought. I literally laughed at this guy crying about leaving her alone, not realizing the severity of her issues until more stuff about her mental health and her mental state actually came out. And then it was revealed that she was bipolar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't notice severity. I was just like, wait, why is this guy crying over Britney Spears? I'm like, she had a moment where she shaved her head. I know plenty of women that shave their heads. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Even my mom has shaved her hair off. It's nothing out of the ordinary for women that cut their hair.
Yeah.
So I didn't take anything, like, I didn't think it was anything wrong with her cutting her hair. But they took it as something different then. And then it comes out that she was not mentally well. But I didn't get why the man was crying then. And I understood later on, and I felt bad. I was like, wow. He actually was really just telling people like, yo, leave her alone, like chill out. She's really like messed up. And it kind of seemed as if after a while she cut her hair, it turned into a bullying fest for her.
Yeah. It's really sad, you know, like her father, like she just want to control everything. He just want to control everything, but I think she's gonna get out of what is happening right now. She really does. She know what she's doing, and she have a lot of support from people as well. Hopefully, it's no Pearl. Is it that Pearl Junior?
I think that's who they're referring to. Yes.
I haven't heard from her for a long time. She's still going. Well,
Still, yeah, she's still going.
Yeah.
well, you guys still going. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we're not making her money though.
oh yeah, that's another story. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah, Pearl, yeah.
I thought
Question
that
that way.
Britney's was faking, so she would not answer questions about Wade. Oh no, I don't even think she wants to deal with anything regarding Wade Robson anymore. Despite that, she could have said, "Oh yeah, it's true that she and Wade Robson dated at one time," but I think she's probably like past and beyond the Wade Robson thing. Even though I know a lot of the MJ fam are like, "Oh well, if she just says that she dated Wade Robson publicly, that could help MJ," but at the same time, she do have to think about herself and her mental state and her well-being.
But I think nobody was gonna believe whatever she was gonna say because she wasn't in the right state of mind to even say anything that people was gonna take as a credit. They was gonna say, you know what, she's not well, she's lying or whatever. I think it was good. What she did was kind of good to just not say anything. She could, you know what, it could have even been worse if she came out saying like, you know what, I was with Wade, and Wade tell me about the whole Michael Jackson thing. Michael Jackson did abuse him, and he told me about it. So coming from Britney Spears, people was gonna believe because she really loved Michael Jackson, but she never really turned her back against Michael Jackson. So even see like during the Living Neverland time, she made a video. She was dancing to Michael Jackson music as well. So that was kind of a good statement as well when everybody was muting Michael Jackson. So.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta give it to her.
Britney's hometown is like an hour from me. Oh, that's cool, TJ. Wait, she's from Louisiana, right?
How old is she now?
She is. How old is she now? I think she's close to 40 or in her 40s by now.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, just answer that question real quick for me. Oh, she's 39. Okay.
Oh, she's still young.
Yeah. Okay, so she's not. Damn.
Oh, she's just 39.
Why did
Really?
I think she was much older than me?
She just 39.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Wow.
oh, I can believe it.
That's what Google is saying.
Okay, Google. How old is Britney Spears? You don't tell me nothing. Okay, Google. How old is Britney Spears?
That's funny.
39 years old.
Oh, she actually is. Okay.
Yeah, born the 2nd of December,
According to Google.
1989. 81, sorry. Oh, she's still young, and I didn't know that.
She
Can't
is
be
very much still young.
We can be friends.
They bullied her like saying she lip synced her performances and used auto tune on everything. That's not out of the ordinary though, and she could actually sing live. I mean, have you heard her sing live? She actually can sing live. So auto tune aside on any records, she actually could carry a tune. I mean, I've listened to a lot of her songs, and I think the best song that she honestly made was from her first album, which was Stronger. Now I'm stronger
Yeah.
than
Then
yesterday.
I like
yesterday.
that song as well. I was
Yeah.
born to make you happy. I was
Oh
born to
man,
make you happy.
that's actually a dope song too.
Sorry, I'm not gonna go there. That's my soft side. You know, like, oh man.
I
I
don't know
mean,
how I looked to that cat
she
drop the
have
other day.
she have so many songs like she have those cheesy songs like makes you want to sing it. That's the thing about Britney Spears. Most of the song, one of those songs when they play, you just want to sing it. Like um, you have Oops, you have like Stronger as you're saying. You have what was the song again? I have so many. Uh, oh,
That's the
anyway,
one I
I'm
was
not
singing in the Uber the other day, and I know the
really.
Uber driver thought I was crazy. Oops, I
Yeah.
did it again. I
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
with your
Come
heart.
on, that song when they play, even if you don't sing in your mind, you're gonna start singing that. Oh,
I could just
baby,
imagine what was
baby.
going through his head because
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, I could
Everybody's
put something else on." And I was like, "No, leave that." I was like, "That's good."
And you have Crazy as well.
every
You're crazy. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh
yeah.
you have a lot
man.
of songs. There's one song as well. People used to mix it with Michael Jackson's song Jam. I think it was Circus. Have you heard that song Circus?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
that I
dope
think
song.
yeah that's a really nice song as well. I think she have she have a lot of good songs. I
And
think yeah.
it's Britney, bitch. Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun
Dun,
dun
give me
dun.
more,
Dun.
right? That one.
Yeah, like
Yes.
what? You can't go wrong with a Britney Spears track either. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she have she
So,
have
fun guys, would you go to a Britney concert?
that's the question. I'll tell you something, right? If I go to Britney's concert, I have to go to a VIP one. I'm just chilling on my own, just enjoy the music. But
There you go.
I don't know. I cannot go to Britney Spears song because concert because as much as I like her, I just don't like the vibe. Being
No.
around Britney Spears fans and everything. Nah, I like her, but I don't even know what I like her, but just nah. It's just like
It's a
it's
no
like
for you.
it's
Okay.
like going to like a Madonna concert as well. I'll feel the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
toxic
see
as
what I
well.
Whew.
mean?
I like
At a
toxic.
Madonna concert, you would not make it out alive.
Uh,
Trust me.
that's what I'm
Madonna
saying.
would eat you up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, she gonna do to him what she did to
I,
Drake.
I know
Drag
a
him on
test. Oh
stage
my god.
and
No,
give
no,
him one
I'm
of
not
them old
gonna go
lady
to bring.
kisses.
Yeah, as much as I like her, I'm not gonna go to a concert for sure. Like, nah. Would you go?
Uh, I think I would go.
I prefer
It's
to go
going.
on Britney Spears concert than Madonna for sure.
I would go to a Britney Spears if I was by myself in a VIP section where nobody could come near me.
Yeah.
I think I would go because no lie, any concert that I would go to, I like to be by myself and away from the others in the crowd. But I
You're
didn't
gonna
so
you're
lucky
gonna
the
see some
last
crazy
concert I
people
went to.
there. But the thing about Britney Spears concert, can you imagine you go there? Oh, you're gonna lose your voice because most of the song you're gonna know the lyrics. You're gonna start singing.
Like I
But
did
sing
at
it,
Drake's concert.
yeah. But to sing a song as well is like, I don't really play. I don't play Britney Spears loud in my house or whatever. No, I never. I don't do that. Like
Only your earphones, right?
my earphone. I was like, okay, let me play this album. The whole album. Yeah, it's. I think she's a legend. I think she deserves more credit that she actually has. I think she did a lot for the pop. For pop music. She did a
I
lot.
agree with you.
I think she even did more than Justin Timberlake. I think Justin Timberlake started, but I don't think he ended up so well.
See, at least Britney Spears made the difference because she learned how to do it on her own as a solo artist.
Yes.
Justin Timberlake had to learn to come into his own because he started out with NSYNC.
Yeah,
NSYNC. I
NSYNC.
said
Yeah,
NSYNC. NSYNC.
NSYNC. Yeah, NSYNC.
And they sang.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though the
Britney,
actual voice was better.
I think Britney because she never tried to really. I know, like she really got inspired by Madonna a lot, but she never really tried to change so much. After years, every Madonna now she's not the same anymore. Everything have changed,
Mm-mm.
but like she kind of stayed the same person. Her style is always the same. So kind of like Michael Jackson. Like Michael Jackson didn't really change. He would keep doing the same thing. When he did the Invincible album, he tried to switch a little bit, but And I was so upset because when the DCZ tour happens, all the song was the old song. He didn't even want to pull no song from in Invincible. I think there was only one song, right?
Threatened.
Yeah, only that. But and again, not even the whole song, just like a little bit of parts. But it was just like old song, like that was kind of, like you didn't
Did
even
they?
pull there was he didn't even pull you Rock My World. I was so
No,
surprised.
they actually didn't.
They didn't. They
No.
going back to the Billie Jean again and everything.
I mean, can never go wrong with Billie Jean,
Later,
but no lie,
Saran.
they could have added
Sour Ron.
some of his others. Oh, catch you later, Saran.
Where you guys reading all this comment on YouTube?
Hmm?
Are you guys reading this on YouTube or something? The comment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's popping up down the side. It should be popping up on your screen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
can
live
see it on the
chat.
side here.
StreamYard.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry guys, so I didn't.
It's
I
all
wasn't seeing
good.
it. Yeah, I was only reading like the one you highlight. That's the only thing I was reading.
Well, there's another topic that we wanted to discuss, and I know you sent me a video, Dove. Where is it? 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 Okay, here it is. Now, it was regarding the monument of 2300 Jackson Street for MJ, and we discussed this a little bit last week and the week before too, because we've been trying to figure out what's going on with it, and we found out a little bit more about it. But then at the same time, you're still like, damn, why was it removed in the first place? Like, oh, she got booted out again.
So
Like, if you guys remember, they had removed the MJ monument from the 2300 Jackson property. It was said that Randy Jackson and Janet Jackson went there together with a crane and had it removed, and it was due to a potential film. Hold on, it was due to a potential filming that was supposed to happen on the property. But then at the same time, something else came up, which is because E. Casanova's picture ended up being on the back of the monument. They etched on the wrong picture on the back of the monument. So that's two things. Then the third thing is now the monument is still laying face down flat on a flatbed in the backyard of 2300 Jackson Street. And this is where we left off.
Right.
I think I'm the guest. Sorry.
I
I was like, if she does, I was gonna say the same thing. I think, like for me, I would say, first of all, it was really disrespectful to put E. Casanova picture there. I don't know what's wrong with people. After all the 1,000 picture we have of Michael Jackson, million picture,
Thank you.
put E. Casanova picture there. It's like, are they being sarcastic or they really know what it doesn't make any sense. Before you do something, they was gonna say to the family, "Oh, you guys are happy about this picture, the way things are set up." You're always gonna have something from the Jackson. Like, come on, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Or somebody just wanted to pay somebody off, or maybe Sony wanted to, to do something to kind of like disrespect Michael Jackson, to not give him like the credit that he need. Maybe you might have to see that in that way as well. And then again, if there is a movie going on, you can blur things in the background with the computer. You don't have to physically remove something just because it's there. And that house represent like is even deeper than Neverland, because that house is history. It represent where those kids have been born, where the dream, like everyone talk about American dream today, like all the thing, like that house is like is where everything came from, the Jackson 5, everything, when we watch the movie, it doesn't make any sense. For me, it's like, nah, they have to put it back. They have to have it back there. It doesn't make any sense. We need that to do like a massive petition, like Michael Jackson fan. We need to stand for that. That Michael Jackson, go on.
There's actually a Facebook page that has that picture up as their profile picture, and they did start a petition. They emailed the estate, like, we want that monument back. Just remove that picture or fix it or whatever. And I can't say that I can really blame the people that made the monument, because if you're not, let's say, a real big Michael Jackson fan, and you're not like aware of E Casanova, you kind of could have it wrong. I mean, let's go
Yeah,
back to
but
the
the picture
state.
was made by. I mean, the whole statue was made by who? Who decided to have it
It
there? It
was
was a
donated.
true. I was a. It was a
It was
donation.
donated by yeah, it was donated by this big factory, and they made it out of respect for MJ and for his mother because Catherine was in love with it, you know, and they wanted to do something special, so they donated it.
If you don't
And
mind me asking you, I don't know. Sorry to
mhm,
cut you. Do you know who owned that house? Is it still? Is people living in the house?
it's still yeah. Well, there's nobody living there, but it's still under the Jacksons' property.
Is it actually their house? Is their home?
Well, it's still their house. You know, they just don't live there, but it's still
Oh,
theirs.
I thought it was like renting or something. It's actually their house. Right? They own that house.
It's
They
actually
still
theirs,
own it.
and they even right, and the house right next to it, they kind of like opened the fence a little bit because that was allegedly supposed to be a gift shop that never opened. So there's a bunch of things going on that just don't make sense. Like the casino that opened in Gary not too long ago, the Hard Rock Cafe, they had this vault dedicated to the Jackson family. And someone that I talked to on Instagram, they went over there. She saw with her own eyes where the monument was, you know, laying face down under a tarp. Is it called the fabric thing?
Yeah.
And yeah, in the backyard, the gift shop was still closed. And when they wanted to go to the tribute thing that they did for the Jackson family, they said, "Oh no, you're not allowed because we're doing renovations when it just opened." So there's a bunch of stuff going on that I just don't understand.
But I think that's more deeper because I thought like he's not a property anymore. He's somebody has property, and they put something there. It makes sense. But if it's still for the Jackson, I think they have a right to put whatever they want to put there, as long as the government or whatever somebody above in power doesn't want the name of the Jackson to be there. But it's like it's your home. You can put whatever you want to put there. It's your property. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's more like an inside fight, maybe for the Jackson family again. Maybe they're trying to sell the
Yes.
property.
No, no,
You know
no,
this
no. It's
family,
not
man.
about selling. It's not about selling, but you'll
Yeah,
understand in a little.
yeah,
When
yeah,
we
but
show the video, you'll understand.
okay, but I know like there is like inside
Yeah,
fight among the
internal.
brothers
Yes,
internally. Yeah, you have
yes,
to be that because I
internal
know knowing this
affairs.
family. Yeah, of course. You know, Joe is not here, so it makes things harder. Joe Jackson is not here anymore, and yeah,
But what I
that's
was trying to
crazy.
say, like, it's not even to blame on the people that made the monument because even the estate put up a E Casanova picture saying that it's blessing, blah blah blah. And remember that one, Daryl? And Twitter
I
went
remember.
nuts over it,
I remember.
and they deleted
Do
it
you,
so fast. By the way, this article was removed, people.
After we started talking
So
about it,
that's
which is
kind of weird.
crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's weird. That's
what
weird.
do you think they use the Casanova picture a lot? Do you think it's like a copyright thing they want to play to make another way to take the money back way or some dodgy stuff maybe because it's not a
I
coincidence. Come
I
on.
think I think it's an honest mistake, to be honest.
They just don't honestly know the difference between MJ and ECAS. And I'm sorry, when you look at
No,
them, they don't look exact
they don't.
nowhere. Yeah, but
No,
I
like Dove
guess to
was
the
saying, like Dove was saying, if you're not a Michael Jackson fan, you won't tell the difference really, because us we know everything, like every angle, like we know
Right.
Michael Jackson face. So if you're not a fan, and then again, so to go deeper, what do you guys think
Mhm.
is the problem? Because it looks like you guys
Because
are speculating
it's
in
an
something.
internal thing. And by the way, the ECAS picture is like this small. Like, oh, hold on, I can see like this small. You can't
Yeah.
even see it if you're not noticing or you're not paying attention, and it just doesn't make sense. Do with landscaping, that's not true either. So it's just a bunch of hoopla around it, and we just
Okay.
want to know the truth. And
Let
if
me
not
try
the
to.
truth, put the thing back.
I'll try to be in your mindset, like to be on your side.
Mm-hmm.
In that
You
in
better
that
be on my
frame,
side, Frank. Right?
I'll try to be.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. In that whatever monument, what is written there? Is it Michael Jackson only, or is it more focused to Jackson family?
No, it's only Michael Jackson. It's only him. It was purely for him 1 year after, his passing. So it
Maybe
was in
that's
honor
the
of him.
problem. I think that's more like that's a problem. It's a legacy problem. Maybe they want something to like to represent more them as a family, Jackson Five, other than Michael Jackson again, because you know that family
You're
they've
not
always been jealous. What did you say?
That's
No, you're
it.
not far from the truth. You're not from the truth.
Yeah,
You're so smart.
but I have to think like you to try to get those kind of answer.
Yeah,
If
you'll see
okay,
the you see the we have a video with pictures and receipts as we call them here, so you'll understand.
okay, I will check it out. But sure, I think it's something more like it makes sense because that house wasn't like Michael Jackson house, or it wasn't everything about Michael Jackson. It was about the Jackson family, and and now every anniversary, people go there for Michael Jackson anniversary. Nothing to do with the Jackson. And if today the Jackson disappear, I don't think they're really gonna have anything left unless that house, what do you call them house? And what do you call the house again?
2300 Jackson
Is it that
Street.
one? Yeah. If I mean, yeah, even those Michael Jackson took over everything. People go there because of Michael Jackson. I think the Jackson Five today, I don't think they got anything left. You know,
Yeah,
and
but that's nobody's fault. No shade to anybody, but that's nobody's fault. I'm sorry.
but they've always been jealous about the brother. I believe
I
that's
know.
place they're gonna when they come back. I think they might bring it back as, or at least honor to the Jackson family for what Joe Jackson did. With his family, the brother gonna have a picture of old kids there. It's gonna be more like Jackson home rather than that. I think they want to do it like now because it's before it's too late because they start going one by one. So I believe
No,
it's that's nice.
and that's one of the reasons that probably
Yeah.
she's way too old to get, involved in this. But she has a whole family tree around the house, like in the laying of the how do you call that? In the layers of the ground. How do you call that? Ah, the tiles in the floor. They have like a whole family tree dedicated to the whole Jackson family. Everybody has their own tile. So it's not even about that. But allegedly, according, the word on the street is that it was Randy and Janet Jackson's doing. And a couple of hours after they left, this crane came rolling in and they took the monument down. And they promised that it would go back, and it never was put back in place ever again. And it's still there, and it's just going to waste because nobody cares for it, nobody cleans it. So that's what's going on.
Um,
TJ says the same picture is used on the monument in Bucharest. I don't think it's ECAS. It looks like to me the same still photo from the jam video. Just my opinion. Okay, okay.
what do you call it? Johnny Randy was there as always. I'm surprised Jermaine wasn't there this time.
You would
He should be the
expect
one.
that.
Oh man, what happened to Jermaine? I'm surprised.
Jermaine is
He
chilling. Jermaine is chilling.
Oh, he's so quiet. I didn't hear from him for a long time. I think Joe Jackson death really. Oh man, I can't believe Joe Jackson is. I just. I think it's something to do with that. They're gonna have to change the whole thing. And it doesn't make any sense because that's their house. And also using E Casanova picture maybe is another way to. I'm trying to be in your mind again. To tell Michael Jackson that's not okay. We might put your name there, but that's not you. You might be happy about this, but it's not really you. You know that, right?
I know.
That's me being
I
you
know. I
guys.
know. I
You see
know.
what I mean?
But that's still not a reason. And don't you think that Miss Catherine would not recognize her own son? Like, sorry, you guys, this is all very nice and pretty, but that's not my son.
No, let's
So
say
there's
you
just
guys
something
are
weird
okay.
going
Let
on.
me just be straight. Let me just go straight with you guys. You guys are believer, right?
Hmm.
I believe you. People that follow you as
I'm
well.
not
Let's say
anymore. I'm out of the believing world.
Oh, you don't believe her anymore.
Nope.
Oh, Mr. P, are you still believe Michael Jackson still alive?
I still believe, but I have not been doing any research on it as of lately, so I don't know what's going on. According to stuff that I've been hearing, I just don't know what to feel anymore
Okay,
because it's
let's say Michael
gone
Jackson's
too
still alive
far.
today, right? If Michael
Uh-huh.
Jackson was still alive, they might say to him, "Look, you, whatever you fake your death, and we're still gonna have to honor you, but we're just gonna put somebody else's picture, even if just to make feel looks like we're gonna honor you, but that's not you. Like, we're not gonna give you all this credit in that sense if he's alive." So that's how I see it. So that's how I was gonna be like if I think like you guys in that sense. But let's say Michael Jackson is dead, and I will say it's just jealousy. They want to live as well. The Jackson, they want the legacy to stay. They have kids, they have things, they want to be remembered. They feel like giving everything to Michael Jackson is a bit too much. You already have Neverland, you have all those things, and it's like, and when you think about it, why do you think nothing ever happened to Michael Jackson legacy in terms of something we can actually fans can remember Michael Jackson? Why do you think they never built anything? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
It always goes wrong. And even we didn't have time to pull it up for today, but there was even talks about a whole Michael Jackson museum also in Gary, Indiana. It's still allegedly in the works, but it never went through. So every single project that is regarding MJ after his passing just seems like it gets blocked, or how do you call that? It's just being disregarded, or I don't know, it's being stopped. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I think because Michael Jackson's name is so big, he always shadow his brother. So when you think about it, the only way they used to use him is if he's around for them to have some exposure. MJ have to be there. That's the thing.
Right.
They don't like it when he represent himself without them, actually, without them being part of it. That's the reason why when you think about what happened with Madison Square Garden, anniversary, MJ wasn't really ready for that. He didn't really want to be there with his brother doing the whole thing. They actually, I think you guys know the story about what happened, right? They kind of like forced him to be there. They really wanted him to be there. May give them like that big image as well. They was there and everything, like give them some space and everything. So I think that's what the Jackson always about. They love being there. They hate the fact it's always been Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. I think everything started from, I think you guys saw the movie of the Jackson family when I forgot the name, Suzanne, I think, was introducing Michael Jackson, and he was like, "Oh, this is Michael Jackson and the Jackson Five."
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's when the beef started. He's like, "Oh, what do you mean, Michael Jackson and the Jackson Five? This is Jackson Five." I think there's a lot of things going on like, and the Jackson family, we know, like, there always been jealousy among the brothers. So, like, always. I don't think death gonna stop it
No.
because it's all
No,
about
it's
the
not.
name, and I don't think death
Not.
gonna stop it.
It only makes it worse, to be honest. In my opinion, it only makes it worse. And the day, God forbid, that Miss Catherine Jackson closes her eyes, that's when the shit is going to hit the fan. For real.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because when you think about even
Hmm.
Janet Jackson is big, but let's say Janet Jackson died today.
Yeah,
As
she's not
much,
Michael, though. I'm,
yeah,
I love
she's not
Janet, but
Michael.
she's not Michael.
Yeah, but she's not Michael.
Exactly.
But what do you think is gonna be like the legacy? I think Michael Jackson took so much, like from all of them. I'm just being honest. She's talented. It's just like she was born in a I think she's born in a family where you have like the greatest artist of all time, like the biggest in history.
Hmm.
And no matter how big you can be, he's always gonna eat you. Like that's what it is. Just Janet, she's a legend, but like being part of the Jackson, like it's always gonna be Michael Jackson's sister.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So and the thing is, they have to do something. They have to repair it before it's too late. I think that's why they're trying to do.
Well, they're going about it the wrong way, in my opinion. What do you think, Daryl? You're being so quiet.
Because I'm just still like me personally. I do feel that it is just a hint. I can't even say a hint. It is a little jealousy involved. Because I mean, like Phonchrist says, I mean, they see it, and this is from their perspective that they're like, we want the recognition that Michael is getting, whether he's dead or not. We don't care. We want that same recognition. And then on top of that, that being a family home, what they're seeing is is they feel a little. I guess the word would be a little disrespected. They're feeling a little disrespected, and they're like, "Oh well, he's getting all this attention. He's not here anymore. What about the rest of us?" And I could understand that, but at the same time, this was to honor a deceased person, and I don't know what their train of thinking is, and I try to understand from their standpoint, but I don't think that them being jealous over Michael still getting the recognition he's getting after death should affect them any, because in the long run they still have their chances at furthering their careers, but a lot of them are choosing to not go and do anything. Like you see recently, Tito released his little LP. He released a couple of songs recently. He did with his brother and Stevie Wonder. Who was it? Marlon, I believe he did a song with recently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Though they all have the option to further the music, and the Jackson fans will share and appreciate it because we were all sharing and talking about this song recently, whether it was in our inboxes or posting to social media. So they don't have to fear that they're not going to be recognized, because the ones that will be recognizing them are the fans who support the family. I mean, we all support MJ, but we can't support MJ without supporting the family, because it started with the family first before there was Michael.
Yeah, but the thing is, fans, we support the family when we see Michael Jackson in whatever they're doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think before people was not really, when they start doing like all those like they start touring around the world about giving tribute to Michael Jackson. They actually overdid it. Like they planned a lot of tours, and then Jermaine Jackson used to even wear dressed like Michael Jackson, all these things. Playing like dancing. You never done that before. At the first, it looks like a tribute to Michael, but after that, we're like, what you're going to be a little bit too far now. Like, you're trying to be MJ, or like, if things was getting to the point people start questioning themselves, like start dressing like him, and then even trying to push his song like it sound like Michael Jackson. Because believing or not, Michael Jackson fans, they follow the Jackson. It's because they love them, of course, but it's because they have some Michael Jackson them as well, and they know that. And for them today, for people to still download the music, do all these things, they always have to put a little bit of MJ sauce on whatever they're doing. And it's not like they want to do it, but they have no choice because that's where the money is. So, yeah.
Not only that, but his voice is on a lot of their music. So the only way they can, the only way they can go is ahead with using MJ's vocals, because his vocals is all over most of their songs anyway.
Yeah.
So there's not much they can do to change that.
Have you seen that guy when he came out? What do you call it? Brown something? What do you call it? Austin Brown, right? Is it Austin Brown, Michael Jackson's cousin? Austin something. You don't know him?
Know who that is.
Oh man, when you see his song was 85 or something. Oh, that song was so great. The way he was dancing, you remind me of so much Michael Jackson. The voice, even the media was saying, "Oh, I think this is like the next Michael Jackson." Even some people were saying like this, "I think this is Michael Jackson sound, Secret Child or whatever." And like even Jermaine Jackson son, actually, his voice was like Michael Jackson as well. I think they tried so much to push it that way. Yeah. And then people used to like it because they want to see Michael Jackson in them. That's it. It's the same for the three, the T3 as well. Like the brother, the T3.
The cousins.
Yeah, the cousin. So when the way they used to sing, the voice was like, oh my God. And the face when they used to be young was similar to Michael Jackson as well. Even today, when you play the music, it's like, oh, it reminds me so much of Michael Jackson. But it is what it is. They can't. Even dead is still around.
Okay. She said he's Reeby's son.
Yeah, Reeby's son. Yeah,
okay.
That's him. So, I think it's just jealousy. It's jealousy.
Said facts, Phonchrist. Okay,
thank you,
Natalie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
oh wait, the album didn't come out yet. Okay. So it was just the songs that came out.
What?
No, when I had mentioned Tito Jackson's music recently, I know he released a few songs.
Because be honest, are you really gonna sit down in your house and then go on Google like Tito Jackson new album is coming out next week? Oh my God, I can't wait. Would you really gonna do that? As much as you love the family? Oh my God, next week is coming out or midnight. I'm like, okay, I can't wait for it to drop.
Funny thing is, when I heard the song was coming out, what was the first thing I did? I hopped on Messenger and called you, Dove, and said, "Oh, Tito Jackson got a new song coming out."
How do you feel about the song? How do you feel about the song?
I honestly think it's dope. and it's for his music is more for, I would say, the mature audience. It's not for this newer generation. You got to be a person of a certain
Yeah,
age to
but people
enjoy.
left them since they left since the Jackson 5. Since that time, people already left them. The souvenir was just a Jackson 5. That's, the thing about the Jackson is when Michael Jackson left the group, that was it. And people just like go back to them just because of memories. Whatever they did after, you cannot even name me one song that the Jackson did without Michael Jackson after that, who has been successful. Give me one song.
Oh man,
There is no song.
there really wasn't.
There is no
There really
song.
wasn't.
You know
There
what I
really
mean?
wasn't.
There is no song. So the whole career was when there was like in the 20s. That's it. When the Michael left, they got retired early. It forced them to get retired. You know how it feels when you are talented, you are touring, you have girls around you, everything, and one day the person was leading the group say, you know what, I'm done with you guys. Be like, what? What about us? Well, I'm good, but you guys gotta fly too. And they was forced to stop. And that's the thing, is that Michael Jackson destroyed the career. Let me just be honest. Like in another way we can say
Wow.
that. Like, let me keep it real.
Oh my god.
Michael Jackson was kind of greedy as well at the same time, but he was smart. Like, you know what? If I'm around those people, I'm never gonna be the biggest in the world. I have to get out of those people because they are slowing me down. And that was the truth as well. As soon as he
And
left
that
them, he
was a
did Billie
smart
Jean.
move.
Boom, he become MJ.
There you go. He
He
did what
give
was best for him.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. In like 10 years, you made a Jackson 5, and then now you're like, okay, you guys can't have it. And now those guys, they're old, but they're still thinking about ABC. That's all they got now. you know?
The old stuff.
Yo, but I love the Jackson family, but it's like
Now
I
I get what
can't.
you're saying.
No, I love Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson is my favorite. I don't really care about the whole family because they are jealous of Michael Jackson. They lay him down. And even when people gonna say, well, Michael Jackson was at the courts, the family was there hand to hand. Yes, because that's the money was like in the red zone. So you have to be there as a family. Like that's how they
Exactly.
do. It's
It would
just for the
look bad
movie.
on them if they weren't.
It's
Exactly.
just for the
Thank you,
movie. It's not.
Phonchrist.
It's not real love. It's just for the show. It's just for the movie. It's there. It's
Thank
like
you.
the money machine is not working. We all have to come together to make sure it's working. Because if this nigga go to jail, if you go to jail, yo, my bank account,
That's it.
my
That's
bank
it.
account gonna be in trouble. So you better not go. So it's
That's
just for the
funny,
show. Sorry to go there, but it's what it is. Yeah, thank you, man. I hope I didn't hurt anybody, but the truth will set you free. So
There you
TK
go.
says, I have heard in so many interviews, Tito and Jermaine say there would not be a Michael Jackson without the Jackson 5 because
yeah,
that is where you got to start. I mean, I do agree there wouldn't be none
no,
of them
no. The
without
real
the
the
Jackson
real
5.
thing is there were never gonna be Michael Jackson without Joe Jackson, because Joe Jackson is the one who actually made the Jackson. And Joe Jackson, even when Michael Jackson left the Jackson 5, Joe Jackson still wanted to coach Michael. He still wanted to be on Michael Jackson business because he's the one who created everything. Joe created Jackson, but Joe is the one actually discovered like MJ. It was special compared to his brother. Joe, the one actually put pressure on Michael Jackson. So he created Jackson 5, but he also created Michael Jackson. The reason why Michael Jackson is so, how can I say, um, um, like everything is so perfect. Everything. He got it from his brother. From his father, sorry. I know there is a downside of it, but he got it from his father. So, yeah,
J-
it's Joe
J-
Jackson is the one. We got to thank for everything.
Jadana says, Phonchrist is brutal, but telling the truth, LOL.
Yeah, man. Like we have to say, I'm tired of people trying to be all smooth with this family. Like they hurt Michael Jackson a lot. As much as I love them, but we gotta keep it real, man.
Yes,
Red Pill
definitely.
says,
And we
Phonchrist, that's
appreciate
what I
that.
call English. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dove. Sorry.
Yeah,
England's
thank you. Yeah, we have to, man. We have to. I love this family, but yeah, they did a lot. I was so hurt when Mike Jackson passed away and see Jermaine Jackson with all these people from AEG at the at the DTZ what do you call it event in London. I was like, man, like after all they did to your brother, like after just like a month or two, you're already there because you just want to be on the red carpet. That was messed up, but is what it is. Yeah, I need to slow down now.
Hey, you doing good? You doing good?
Yeah, seriously, like I love the Jackson. I still love them, but when you love people, you have to be honest, you know.
Exactly. Yes, I agree.
Because you cannot follow what the media show you. Look, Britney Spears went to, I think it was a Grammy. His sister was actually what do you call it, giving tribute to her. Like she was sitting there like clapping, and she was so happy to see her sister actually singing. And guess what? Yesterday she posted a message on her Instagram saying like that day she didn't like what she was doing, what her sister was doing, because she was forced to let her sister do that and she was against it. So everything was happening that night. She was against it. But when you go back, watch the video, she looked all happy and smiling. It's just for the show. So whatever we see, it's just for the show. Behind the scene is another story. We can't rely on that. Like the Jackson family, we know there's a lot of jealousy. How
Mm.
do you know they are jealous of them? Well, how do I know? Michael Jackson already tell us. Like,
Start
you
all
know what I
over
mean? Like
again, Phonchrist.
Michael Jackson. No, because I see a question here. Because how do
I
you know?
know.
Like because Michael Jackson used to tell us and how much they were used to be jealous of him. Like on his song, like interview used to say that a lot. And also, if you listen to Jermaine Jackson's song that he did for Michael Jackson as well, "Word to the Bed" or whatever it was, and as much as he was angry by his brother, but yeah. But at the same time, I understand how you feel because, as I said from the start, the Jackson Five was successful. There was no reason for the Jackson Five to actually to get like to stop doing what they was doing. There was no reason why for them to stop. I mean, Michael Jackson was kind of greedy because he saw like what, I want to dance. Those people they just want to do 1 2 step. I don't want to do those things. I want to be solo on my own on stage. I want to grow. He was more focused on himself, but the Jackson, he was more like a group because he joined the group. The group started without him actually before he got there. I think when he left, it wasn't too good because they couldn't survive without him. That's the reason why they had that in him in them, and they grew up with it. And he becomes successful, and year by year. And maybe there was I hope he's gonna fail. I hope okay, this album was just like the next one is not gonna make it. He end up being like the biggest. Like now they have no choice but just to accept it. So that's how I see it.
ABC, simple as 1 2 3.
So you talk to the Jackson Funkers. Are you what the Michael Jackson did off the World album with his brother? Yes, but do you know the story behind?
I thought only one of them was on Off the Wall. Um, was it Randy or Martin? I think it was Randy doing a percussion instrument or something. I didn't know that they took any other part on the Off the Wall album outside of instruments.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
Well,
Fine Price said.
But there's one thing I want you guys to know because I'm not a hater, just to be clear. When I say that Jackson was jealous of his brother, we are human beings. This is natural. Like, come on, you guys have sister and brother. You never been jealous of your sister or whatever. Like, it's human nature. It doesn't
It
mean they
is.
don't love him. Don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean they don't love Michael Jackson. But jealousy is normal. You all start together. You keep shining. Keep just like I'm there. People used to scream at me when I was in the street. It doesn't happen anymore. You're the only person taking over everything. Of course, I'm gonna be jealous. You see, and the reason why Janet Jackson succeeded is because she didn't come from that like that basket. She wasn't for the Jackson 5. If she was from the Jackson 5, she was gonna have the same treatment. She was outside. That's the reason why her story is
Exactly.
different. So it's not like I don't hate the Jackson, but that's the truth, and I gotta say it the way it is. They are jealous as their brother. They always been jealous of Michael Jackson. They always been.
Natalie says, "Damn, Fine Price spitting facts."
Yeah, thank you. Jackson is still the story. The family was not jealous. Michael Jackson, I mean, musician. Well, I can only say what I'm saying is not even coming from me. Michael Jackson, that's what he tell us. So if you're telling me like whatever MJ say was wrong, that's him. That means he lied to us. But that's why he been telling us all the time.
How did Joe treat Jermaine when he went solo? Does anyone know? I don't remember him treating Jermaine great because Jermaine, when he went solo, that was 1975, when the Jacksons left Motown Records for CBS Epic Records. And at that time is when Jermaine Jackson decided to stay behind, hoping to have solo success, but it never happened. And at the same time, it was supposed to be a full package deal with the Jacksons under CBS Epic. So at the time, my understanding, Joe was actually pissed with Jermaine for not riding with the family on a decision that the entire group, including all of his brothers and Joe, his manager, decided to make. He was like, no, I'm going to stay here. And besides, I know Barry has my back. That's my father-in-law. Oh, that's my father-in-law. He's going to do this for me. He's going to do that for me. And Joe was honestly like, well, just remember where you came from and that you're my blood. He always made sure he said that to his kids, like, you're my blood. Don't forget where you came from.
Of course.
He was pissed with Jermaine, but I mean, like, what are your thoughts on it, TJ? Comment down below. I'll show it on screen.
I gotta ask you something as well. Do you know what do you call it? I forgot the name. Janet Jackson, right? Was Joe Jackson Janet Jackson manager? Because I don't know. How did she start? Till when? Like, I don't know so much story about Janet.
Janet's career, Joe managed her up until her Control album. That was around the time that she decided to she decided to move out. They actually depicted that situation in her Control music video at the very beginning, if you ever seen it.
Okay, so let's say how many albums she had before? I think she have let me just
two, I believe it was one or two before that, and they weren't as good.
It wasn't as good.
Yeah, until she left Joe Jackson alone, though. But that was different for her, I guess.
But what I can say, like, he was controlling, of course, thinking about where they come from as well. You have to control everything. He was really perfect about everything. Joe was a good manager, but the thing sometimes is hard to do business with family, because you got feeding involved, and that's the problem as well. That's what I was saying from the start. When people say there wasn't Michael Jackson without the Jackson 5, I agree, but the real word is there will be no Michael Jackson without Joe Jackson, because Joe Jackson is a person that have a vision. As much as he wanted, I think when Michael Jackson decided to leave the Jackson 5, Joe wasn't too happy about it as well, I believe, right? He was a bit...
No.
I don't know if he was really happy. He was kind of mixed about it, but he accepted. He was more mad when he started working for another label. But he still wanted to manage his son. And Joe Jackson saw in Michael Jackson something that he haven't seen to his other kids. And he always been honest about it. That's why he was putting more pressure on Michael Jackson, because he knew, like, this kid got something, and I need to... He always say even to his other brother, like, do like Michael, do like Michael. Why? Because Michael was special. So
Michael had it.
Yeah. Michael didn't even want to sing, do all these things. Michael just wanted to play.
He wanted to play Candy Store.
So if Joe didn't put all that pressure, I don't think Michael Jackson would be, who he is, who he was. So he was not going to be like the Michael Jackson that we know today. I know there's a downstairs as well, because I know people are going to talk about it, but it is what it is. There's a price for everything.
Henry Louise
so
says...
you talk to Joe Jackson. Are you bringing this back, or is he really just what you're saying? I never spoke...
That's a recent comment.
So you talk to the Jackson. Well, the way we see it's not like I talk to the Jackson. If you see Michael Jackson interview, what he used to say, even on his song, and the whole story from the Jackson from the start, it makes sense what I'm saying today. It's not like I'm trying to make something up. Who doesn't know, like, this family is always jealous about each other? Not just about, like, among each other, always have like those inside kind of, fight. That's why we're talking about the picture today as well. What is happening to the house? So it's not like, if you've been in the community, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you've been in the community for many years, you're gonna know, like, this family always have that inside fight and jealousy. I'm not saying they don't like each other, because they really support each other, but they are human, and it's human nature to be jealous. Like, even myself, I'm sometimes jealous to people. It doesn't mean I don't love the people. It's just who we are as a human being.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna deny it and act like it
it's
didn't
like Joe
happen between
Jackson.
my brother and I.
Yeah, it's like Joe Jackson. Sometimes he got greedy, like because he see all this money and people are making money off his son, but he's the one that actually built everything from scratch, and people are stealing all the money from his son. He's like, oh, of course I need my cut as well. I need some money. He was being greedy, but it doesn't mean he doesn't love his son. And the people was like, Joe Jackson's a bad person. He just want the money from Michael. No, he's like, come on, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Gloria says, "I like this
I
guy."
like this guy.
yeah. We need to keep it real. Like there is too much covering up, and people just trying to say nice things because we love the Jackson, but we have to be honest.
It's true. I mean, we've gotten, blasted for being honest regarding these same topics. And whew, there's no getting around speaking realistically when it comes to they forget that the Jacksons are regular people, whether they're famous or not. Human beings in general will have some sort of jealousy or jealous
Yeah.
traits of some sort when it comes to family members who are more successful than the others. I mean, it's very common. It's nothing out of the ordinary. And when you say it, it's like, are you kidding me? The Jacksons, they can never be jealous of each other. They have this, they have that. They have
Yeah.
emotions and they have feelings too.
They're
just like
human
they
beings.
have money.
They're human beings. It's normal for them to be jealous.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing bad about it. We all get jealous sometimes. You know. I can never
Jasusi
forget that
says,
Jermaine Jackson made a diss song. Yes. So that diss song about sorry, man. I'll tell you something
That's all
about Jermaine
good.
Jackson. When Jermaine Jackson, he did block me on Twitter sometime because I sent him a tweet. And the thing is, when Jermaine Jackson made that song, why do you think he made that song? Because he was upset. And there was a lot of truth. Sometimes when you are upset, when you wrote something, he was actually being upset. He was saying a lot of bad things about his brother. But it's just like family fight, like it doesn't mean he doesn't love his brother. It was just like that's how they are. How
That's
many I think
crazy, though.
do you guys listen to the audio Michael Jackson on the phone? He was talking about his family, like, oh, they just want my money, they just want this. You remember that? I think there's a phone call of Michael Jackson record. His own voice. That's not for me because you guys, I don't want no smoke. Like that's come from Michael Jackson.
No,
On words.
It's on the Glenda tape. It's on
That's
the
what I'm
Glenda
saying.
tape. Yeah.
So it's there. So yeah. Okay. I'll ask
Yeah,
you guys, do you believe his family was kind of jealous of him, his brothers? I'll start with
no,
Dove.
for
Do you
sure.
believe
For
some
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Mr. P? Don't try to be the nice guy.
they were a little bit jealous. They were.
Okay.
I ain't gonna deny that one. I mean, we all have them tendencies sometimes where
Can you
that
imagine?
sibling is doing more than
Just
the
can
other.
you imagine today we start together, right? We do music, we touring, everybody, the money's there, we all famous, same hotel, everything. And then Dove today decide to go on their own. And then everything we used to do before just stop. And then she keeps shining, shining, shining. Everywhere people are talking about her. Us, we more like, oh, you know what? You guys are Dove brothers. You see what I mean? How you gonna feel? And you're happy for the rest of your life. And even when you go to find another business to apply for a job or whatever, they're always gonna see you as Dove brothers. So that's messed up.
Why am
Yo,
I the
trust
bad
me.
guy?
Yo, Evan,
that.
they're like,
Are you
this
kidding
guy
me?
is this guy is dead, he's still around, like Evan dead, Michael Jackson's
Because
take
still
that.
he
around.
is the GOAT. Yo,
That's
he's
what
the
I'm saying.
king.
I would
That's
know.
his people.
I will
The-
take that.
Yeah,
Because if
and
you remember,
the only person can come above that is Joe Jackson. He's the only person because he's the one that start everything from scratch. He's the only person
Dove Angel Jackson.
From the Jackson
I'm in her
Thank
family.
you.
shadow.
I take it. I'll take it.
What?
No, she's Dove Angel Jackson, and I'm living in her shadow.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say Joe Jackson is the only person who can take a credit. Like, what do you call this guy? Quincy Jones wanted to take a credit for that, like because of Thriller. He wanted to be like, oh, you know why? Because he worked with Michael Jackson, and after that, Michael Jackson. Look, after when Michael Jackson stopped working with Quincy Jones, he was still successful with all the album that he started doing. When he did like Blonde of the Dance Floor, he did History. Everything was successful. Like today, we're talking about what do you call it? They Don't Care About Us. Everything that wasn't from Quincy Jones.
No.
So MJ he didn't need all of them. The only thing he needed somebody to believe on him and to actually put pressure and to make him work harder because you can be gifted, but if people around you don't make you work your gift, you're gonna die with your gift. You're never gonna be successful. And that person that pushed him was Joe Jackson. So He's the only person I give the credit for. Only person.
I agree with you.
You think MJ is incapable of lying? Well, yeah, MJ can lie as well. He's a human being, but you have to see the story of the family, how things went down. Like even among Janet Jackson and his brother as well, they always have some little fight as well.
Janessa says the family was not jealous of Michael. You misunderstood the story.
Well, maybe me and Michael Jackson we misunderstand the story. That is me and Michael Jackson, because he's the one who actually said it. I'm just trying to say whatever Michael Jackson used to say. You may be right.
You are so on point today.
MJ used to say that himself like many times. They're jealous of me. They just want my money.
Sandy says Michael had a very big vision. It tells a big story. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's like when we talk about even businesses today, if you want to be successful, if you are around the people who doesn't have the same vision as you, sometimes you just gotta get out if you want to grow, because if you stay in the same circle, you're not gonna grow. And this is exactly what Michael Jackson did. You haven't done it like in you have to put yourself first. You haven't done it like he's like he hates his brother, whatever, because at the end of the day, even when he was successful, he was still providing for his family. So the Jackson was still happy. His brother didn't need to tour to make money. Every single month they was having the cut all the time. They was having the money. Everything was good. So I think what he did was sometimes you have to be selfish to reach your goals, and this is what he did. But yeah,
that's what Michael said.
Opinion. He's not angel. His word. I completely agree with you. Like Michael Jackson wasn't he wasn't perfect about what he was saying. I'm against a lot of things that Michael Jackson actually did. I'm not gonna go to that, but there's a lot of things I don't agree with Michael Jackson. But and then again, he was a human being. But when it comes to jealousy, it's not just about what Michael Jackson says. It's about what you see as well. Because if you've been following the Jackson, just by the way people react, like inside story, you can tell like there's always something, like always something. Look at when Michael Jackson passed away, after the way his family was reacting around the deceased when he come out. Same people wanted to promote it, same people didn't want to promote it. It was like very divided. So
it really was.
We can't deny that there is a little bit of jealousy. And it makes sense. Like even me, if I was Michael Jackson brother, I was gonna be jealous of him for sure. Like for sure. You're taking all the credit now. Like I can't be around.
It's all for the children to save them. The Great Awakening. What is WWG1WGA?
It's all for children.
Is that some sort of coding?
What does it mean by it's all for the children?
Please inform me.
Why is he talking about the children?
Look what Terry says. Joe Jackson couldn't have done it without Catherine, though. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah. Oh yo, I gotta give it to women. Okay, this is another thing as well. I think in every people always say like every strong man, they always like a strong woman behind. Yeah, I think the whole thing. The whole thing is Catherine was a great woman. She was there because Joe was so strict. I think Catherine, she was the one bring like the balance mentally, because Joe Jackson if he was living with the kids, they was gonna go crazy because the way he used to treat them was just like extreme. So Catherine was the one trying to calm them down, say, you have to listen to your father, you have to do this, he loves you guys, sometimes he's crazy. She played a role as well. Like she did a lot, and then come to the point where even when they didn't divorce, but they got separated, and I believe even Catherine was still wanted to be around. The reason why she wanted to be around is because she knew like the power of this family is to stick together, no matter what is going on. We fighting, we hate each other, whatever happened, we have to stick together, because the Jackson family is how can I say that? Is more than just a name, is a brand. And the only way this brand can work, we have to be together. And that's the reason why even when Michael Jackson like got out of the Jackson family, and they wasn't happy about it, because we build this and you want to go out and do your own thing. So that's why they always stay together. I think Catherine Jackson, of course, like she played a lot of parts. But when it comes to the talent, it's Joe Jackson, because Joe Jackson was an artist. Catherine Jackson didn't know nothing about the music. Joe Jackson had a group. He used to play okay, Joe Jackson used to play guitar and all those things. He used to teach his kids how to play instrument, like Tito Jackson today. How do you think he learned? I know like he used to take the guitar from his father when he wasn't around, but then again, it's because he used to see his father do those kind of things. He got inspired
Right.
and everything. So yeah. So I cannot say I give the credit to Miss Jackson as well, of course. I can't turn against that.
That storm electricity's been off. Oh wow, sorry to hear that, April.
Where we go on. It's okay to have a different like rock Jackson 5. Yeah, I love the Jackson 5. Jackson 5, of course. Who doesn't love the Jackson 5?
Thumbs up, please. Exactly.
Yeah, man. People don't like the truth. When you talk about the truth, people don't like it, but they're gonna listen to it, even if they don't like it. So.
Exactly.
What?
Oh, Phonchrist, I can't with you today.
Man. I love you guys, by the way, man. Like, don't just like. I'm always like that. That's why I'm here because I trust those guys. I'm not here. Otherwise, I wouldn't even say all those things because I trust. I love this platform. They always,
Thank
really
you.
open,
We
and you guys
appreciate
love
that.
Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson to death. I love his family, but I just don't like the way they treat him as well. I feel like they could have protected him better. And
Seriously.
there's another thing about anyway. I'm not gonna go there, so it's fine. It's gonna talk about Tom and all those things. you know when? Oh, MJ went to solo. I was thought about MJ. Yeah, of course. When MJ, the thing is, when the Jackson 5 was there on stage, every time MJ took the mic, he was like, "Oh, ABC." All these things. People was like, "Oh my God, these kids, man! The voice, the way he turned." His brother used to have a mic with a string, everything. And Mike was like, "Man, I don't want to use the cable because I want to turn. I want some space. I'm always have like this, brothers around me. I want some space." And that's why he started thinking about going solo. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I want to do my own thing now.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why he went solo. He becomes successful as well. So it's very sad what happened to the Jackson 5. But I think the Jackson 5, they are like one of the biggest group in history. Like when it comes to family, I think is like. That's another thing that Joe Jackson did as well. He make that family, like the Jackson family, the name is like one of the top. When you talk about big names today, you're gonna talk about the Obama that just joined now. But before you talk about Obama, there was like the Jackson was there. You have like big name, the Clinton, whatever. But like Jackson is like he's a big name now because of what they did. So I gotta give it to him. Randy came to the gate of Neverland and was even invited to take money from Michael because he got this way. Is he okay? Yeah, you see, what she's saying here about Randy when Randy went to the gate because he wanted some money.
You already know what they told Randy, though.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you think maybe they feel that way? Like this guy have to give us money because he make us broke?
Probably. They told Randy, "Get your ass off this porch. Get your ass off this porch, bitch."
Yeah,
that's what it felt like they did to him. I'm sorry, but
yeah, but at the same time, I think as much as his family was jealous of him, I think at the end they're trying to turn him against his family as well. At the same time, they're trying to separate Michael Jackson to his family at the last. One of the last time of his life. That's what they're trying to do. They wanted to fully control him.
Jasusi says, yes, I think Michael was talking about their jealousy and that his father asked money all the time from him.
I can't blame anybody when it comes to money, but when it comes to Joe Jackson, I cannot say too much because as much as he wanted the money, he always wanted to protect his son. That's the most important. That's the difference between Joe Jackson and Britney Spears, like father. He want to control, he want to use her daughter like a slave, but Joe Jackson wasn't about this. Joe Jackson was about like controlling everything for all the people to not control his kids. Like he wanted everything to be Jackson, like everything to be just like the Jackson legacy, the Jackson family. That's what he was trying to do. But he was never like wanted to hurt his kids or anything. No, he didn't want to do that. He was always about them, always. And the thing about Joe Jackson as well, Joe Jackson have a bad childhood as well. People want to talk about childhood, you have to see the way he grew up as well, the way you've been raised. So he didn't really know how to show the love, how to be all soft with Michael as well. So people have to think about it as well in that time. So he couldn't be perfect, but for what he did, I don't think many people can achieve whatever he did in that small house. I don't know how many of them was living there.
Jadana says, actually, Joe did do it without Catherine many times. LOL. Oh, I know what you're hinting at.
I know exactly what she mean. Yeah, I know what she mean. But then again, that was like, yeah, I think Catherine was. I think she's a very.
You did it.
Yeah, she's a strong woman. You know, she's a strong woman. I can say that. She always put her family first, and Joe got selfish as well. Cause he got money, and people was there.
A fan of Jackson's family since 1971. Okay. All right. Okay. Funny how Phonchrist is imitating Michael's voice. LOL.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, we have to do that. Oh.
TJ says, but Joe couldn't have done it without Catherine. LOL. Wink, wink.
Well, a certain level, we can't now. We can't. Of course, like, yeah, but no. I don't think we can't use it. I think the reason why without Catherine Jackson, I would say the Jackson family was not gonna be as powerful as they are. That's the credit I can give to Catherine, because I think the reason why she stick around is because she wanted the kids to be protected. She wanted everything to just be together. Even whatever Joe Jackson was doing outside, she just, her focus was more like the family, the kids, and the legacy. I think I have to give it to that for that. But when it comes to like the kids being successful in terms of like career wise, Joe was a businessman, like he was the one signing contract and doing things and pushing as well.
Michael always inspired and pursed people also. Matt F speaks on this.
Well, what does she mean by that?
Is there a video or something? Because I haven't seen every.
No, when say Michael always inspire, like, can you say more about this, please?
Comment a little bit more down below, Sandy.
Oh, I don't know what she missed. Sorry.
I miss prayer. Can you again? Wait, did you miss something he said?
I don't know what she was talking about.
Red pills. Phonchrist, you are awesome.
Thank you. You too. And
yeah, thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, it's 28 of y'all here. Wow.
I never got the vibe. That's they come to against each other.
What's up, Jermaine Jakes?
Yes, Natalie and the same type. He says his father asked him for $500.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Michael Jackson was a human being. Like, he got mad at his father at a certain point because his father was like, he wasn't able to show him like the love the way he wanted to get. But the thing is, after when he started having kids, like his opinion about his father have changed, because when he became a father himself as well, he even said, I did forgive my father or whatever, because I didn't know the way he grew up and everything. So Joe Jackson got greedy as well at a certain point. When you see like people are stealing from your son is like the bigger artist in the world, like people are taking money off him, and you cannot even take nothing. Of course, you're gonna feel some type of way. And then, as I say, people was turning Michael Jackson against his own family. Why? Because they wanted to control him, and that's the reason why he got killed at the end. Sorry, that's what happened. When he died, he was on his own in the house with a stranger. His family wasn't even around. As much as they was jealous of him, they're never gonna want him to die. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't dislike him or hate him. They just like, it was just like a family, family business, But Michael Jackson was left alone. He didn't even want to be around anybody because he felt like he was safe with those strangers. But to tell the truth, they just wanted to use him and to take him down. I think there was something that Joe Jackson used to say. I think I forgot his quote. He said something like, "I wanted my son alive" or something like that. I don't know. I forgot what he was gonna say. I prefer my son alive than having money or something like that. I forgot what was the quote.
Thanks, Sandy. Where we go one, we go all. I've never heard of that, but I'm guessing that must be something related to QAnon, maybe.
Yeah, actually,
Or am
exactly.
I
Actually, so my action push
mistaken?
people out to inspire, speak about recently. Yes, he did. Yeah.
1717. Henry Louis says Jesus has a terrible thing to say about the man that made him in every way. Disrespect to a parent brings bad karma.
Are you talking about Joe Jackson?
Yeah.
I don't know why people hate Joe Jackson so bad. I was never gonna understand it because I don't know how to start. Okay, the thing that we can say about Joe Jackson is the way he used to beat his kids, right? We're gonna say that. And what else? The way I think it's that the way he was so strict, he was so tough with his kids. But that's all he knew. Today, everybody talk about mental health. So to understand people's mental health, you have to understand the childhood. When we talk about Michael Jackson, the way he was, we have to understand Michael Jackson's childhood. But nobody knew the way Joe Jackson grew up, how hard it was for him during that time. So you cannot pull everything on somebody. He was like, come on, he was a human being. He have like feelings as well. But deep inside him, the only thing he wanted for his family, for his kids, is to succeed, to leave Gary. And that's what he did. He had a dream. He was working from it. He didn't know how to get there. And you know that time how it was hard for Black people as well. How many people actually succeed during that time? Well, you're going to say many, but guess what? He did it the most, better than anybody in the world. So it was bad, but the thing is what it is. Michael Jackson forgive his father. So we cannot keep going back to that.
Henry, he was just honest. Hold on, be at her back. It was not just once that Joe asked for money. They all watched him as a machine for making money. Shaking my head.
I agree with what you're saying, but the thing is, what I don't like about Michael Jackson fan is people put more pressure on Joe Jackson, but why you don't put the same energy on the Jackson family? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like
Michael's always the main light in the group. See, anytime I go to start scrolling down just a little bit, it rolls all the way down. And I have to scroll back. I don't know what's going on with this program all of a sudden.
Yeah, so Joe Jackson, there won't be no Michael Jackson without Joe Jackson. Like Joe Jackson was the one.
He is so cute, but Dove knows what I meant about Catherine. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Yeah, she means that it's a cute answer, but she didn't mean it that way. She meant it in the sense of if Joe and Catherine didn't do the do, then nobody, no one would exist.
Oh, wait, that comment.
Oh man! So now we can. I see what you mean.
Well, we don't want to start that topic up again because remember last week all we did was mention sex once, and all of a sudden it became that topic. That was too funny though.
Yeah, I think
I ain't gonna point out who said it. You know who you are.
Joe used to bring his kids in his. Joe used to bring his kids in a strip club and everything. That was very bad when you think about it, but he was doing whatever it takes to bring them somewhere. It does really affect them as well because it wasn't good what he was doing. But the thing is, during that time, they didn't have a lot of choices.
That's true.
Like you have a choice to do certain things like that, or to just stay, or to get killed on the street, or to do drug, or there was a lot of things. So you have to make life was hard. People need to think about it as well.
Right.
So.
Oh, Dove, there was a topic that you said you wanted to talk about regarding MJ and a former fiance.
Yeah, but you never showed the monument video.
It wouldn't play. It would not play. went to go play it, and I clicked on it, and it would not play. So I was like, you know what? I'll just be quiet about the monument
Oh,
video.
dang.
Yeah, for some odd reason, it won't play on StreamYard. I don't know why.
Wow. And those are
Right.
such good receipts. Well, anyway, moving on. Yeah, I have a little tea to spill about allegedly according to the streets, Michael's fiance. And I have to give a
Ah,
big shout out to laying back in his tenderness because she came up with this. I didn't even hear of this lady before. I didn't know who she was. But the tea on this is people that during the 80s, Michael was engaged to the lady in the middle, Romonica Harris. But in front of the camera, it was Brooke Shields, who was allegedly Michael's girlfriend at the time. So they referred to her as, the contract because, people in the industry were kind of like, controlling that as well, for
the image.
purposes, money purposes and sponsorships and stuff like that. And yeah, for more press, I guess, since she was the Blue Lagoon kid and she was this model and blah, 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 pretty girl, da, da, da. But she was actually the face, and Romonica Harris was the actual fiance who just, had to stay in the back. And that's the tea.
Um. Hello.
All right, I'm back. Sorry,
All right.
I had to mute my
So,
mic for a second.
do you want to say something about this, Mr. P?
It honestly shocked me when I seen the video because Dove had sent me an interview that she had did with a news network or something last night, and I had watched it, and at first I was like, this seems very much. Oh, I ain't even realize I'm not even all the way in the middle, but this seems like the fan fiction that you and Vixen were writing. I was like, wow. I was like, come to find out, even though like we weren't totally aware about this, you guys were working on a fan fiction, and it seemed like the stuff that y'all were saying in the fan fiction about how he was charismatic, this and
It
yada
came
yada
true.
yada, it was actually true because she was explaining all of this in the interview, and I was like, oh shit, these fan fictions are becoming something real. I don't know if
Yeah.
Phonchrist got to actually tune into some of them on Instagram.
No, actually, I
Think about,
didn't.
oh
I didn't check it out, but based on what Dove actually showed me the picture,
yeah,
I can say when it comes to Contra, I believe Hollywood there was some type of arrangement as well because the image really counts. You have to be out there, Um, I
Right.
believe Michael Jackson always, even his bodyguard used to say that Michael Jackson used to date a lot of women, and he
Mm-hmm.
always been kept everything secret. Like this is not something new. Like it was like he used to love women. They go to the club. He have a lot of women in the car. Michael Jackson was like a
Mm-hmm.
pimp. That's what he used to do, and there are many people doing that. So, come,
There's the
yo,
fan fiction.
yeah, but I think it can be true as well. It can be true, like it can be true because but the only thing I feel like those women used to respect him because they always kept everything secret. There was a lot of women like dating
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, but they never come out.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of
But
contract. I think they used to sign some serious paper, like
most
yeah, but I
likely.
mean, look at all the people who are coming out now, and that's because their NDAs have expired. So,
yeah,
and
I
this
think
woman has been in the background for a very long time.
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. She's not being disrespectful. We'll put the link in the description box because y'all already know how it goes with the flagging and the copyright strikes and the blah
Yeah.
blah
Yeah.
blah. So we'll put the link in the description box. Just listen to the first interview because it's 3 parts. The second part of the interview is with Stephanie Mills, and the third part is with Shauna Nana. We already know that she is full of BS, but anyway, yeah. But
Yeah, I think
for you, sorry,
yeah, go
for
no,
you,
you go.
Miss Vixen, if you're still in the chat, he did like the Big Mama combo. Just in case you're still here, just know that he likes the Big Mama combo.
What does that mean?
Wow. I guess we'll be finding out come next week.
What is
The
it?
Big Mama combo is, the small waist, the big, and the big behind. Yeah, he liked
Why
that,
was like,
and the big
I like,
thighs.
I like it.
He likes,
I like it.
he likes,
You should
he
call me
likes the
big girl.
flesh. He likes it
I th-
big. Yes,
really? Oh
yes.
man.
He's
Well,
like, your curves, they're so amazing.
so
I
amazing.
just can't believe you shaped like this, girl. Come
It's
here,
full
sit
of
on King's
wonderment.
lap. Sit
I
on
just want
King's
to
lap.
pinch you. I just want to bite you. Hey, stop with the king. Leave the king alone.
Yeah. I think yeah, I believe like he did. I mean, he did lose to love woman a lot, and the Contra. I think they used to have a long Contra because when you think about Brooke, that's her name, the other one,
Yeah,
Brooke, or
yeah.
yeah,
Brooke
I never
Shields.
feel any like remnants with Michael Jackson. There was never like any emotion going on. Everyone you see the picture, they're like
Mm.
hugging or whatever. There was no really like something deep you can see even into the eye. Even when Michael Jackson died, the way like Lisa Marie Presley react, I think it wasn't the same as she reacted as well. I think there wasn't like a real relationship. It was just like,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I think it was a contract. I would say that.
Look, a lot of people don't want to hear it, but LMP. I'm not saying that he didn't like her or that they weren't
Oh, sorry. When you say
sexual
LMP is my
active,
yeah. I
but
think
Lisa, but
LMP
Lisa,
from the start. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
but LMP, I just believe that she was part of the business deal, the
Yes,
same
I
way
agree with
as
you.
Debbie Rowe was. Yeah.
I think the thing is, I think Lisa Marie was part of the contract, but I think Michael Jackson just like I think he got attached after that. I think something, or maybe not him, but just like I think something created between both of them. I think there was something, like after that, because they knew each other before, and yeah, I think there was something between them. But she was part of the contract. I think the honest one, I think, was Debbie.
Right.
I like Debbie. I don't know how you guys feel about her.
I don't mind Debbie. I have nothing
Yeah.
against her.
People
I
always like,
like
hi, he can't date a woman like her. No, that's not Michael Jackson
He
type.
didn't
Come on,
date
man.
her. He didn't date her. She was just the oven for his buns. I'm sorry to call it that way, but that's the way it was.
Yeah.
He's like,
But the good thing about her, she actually stood for Michael Jackson. Like, like nobody. Like she was always loud and always straight to the point, and then she was even there for the kids. And I respect her for that. I think if there's one woman I really respect out of all those women coming out, I think it's Debbie. She always been like the strong woman. I don't think there's such a strong woman on Michael Jackson life more than this woman, Debbie Rory. Of course, no
Yeah,
counting like
me.
his mother, whatever.
How dare
Yeah,
you?
you too. Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Debbie Rory, she was the one. Thank you,
Yeah.
Red Pill. Yeah,
I think Debbie was cool.
yeah.
I could say that.
I like her because she's raw. She just say
She
things the
cared
way
for
she want to
him.
say it. Yeah, she cared
Yeah,
for
and
him
she
a
cared
lot. You
for
can
him.
tell. I think
Hmm.
yeah, LMP was more business. Like was business.
And she seemed like she probably punched Michael a lot. I said
Who?
that before. I said that to somebody before. They was like, "Why would you say that?" I was like, "I don't know
Who?
why."
Who?
LMP.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. She just seemed like she might have been really, really aggressive. Like, Michael, come here. She might give
But
him one of them tough love
yeah,
punches.
but I think you don't think Michael Jackson did like her. I think Michael Jackson kind of fell for her.
He's like, Debbie, calm down. Come
Yeah.
on. Let's get on the carousel. I don't know.
For Lisa.
Oh shoot, I said
Oh,
Debbie. Lisa, yeah, I think he
I think
cared
Michael
about
Jackson.
Lisa.
Yeah, I think he
Because
got feeling. I think he got attached to her.
he asked her to have his baby and she said no.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he
she was.
actually
I
caught
think it was more
things.
like she was scared. She was kind of scared for the
and
life.
Michael
And
was like, okay, Deborah will have them for you. I don't need you. Bye. You
yeah,
can go now.
Yeah, she was so convinced with him being a bigger celebrity than she was that if they decided to divorce and they had kids, he'd be able to easily snatch them away because he's Michael Jackson. That's what the excuse she gave after he passed.
but I'm glad they never have kids, man. Like I don't want nothing to do with Elvis Presley, so it's good.
Like, that's that.
Yeah, man. Like I think Debbie, she was the one.
Oh, but
Who
Phonchrist.
asked? Oh, sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead, Duff.
No, I was reading Terry's question. Who asked Brooke to speak at the memorial? The family or who? I have no idea, but probably she was just there because she was in Michael's life for a very long time. I
Yeah, I
mean, they
think.
weren't
Oh,
maybe romantically involved, but they were friends, you know. So
yeah, but yeah, I think there was no. She never really gave any like story between her and Michael Jackson that make people feel like. I think
no,
yeah, everything.
she was just the face, and that's what
Yeah,
Romonica
just the
says in
face.
her
There was
interview.
never. Yeah,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but with Debbie, I think everything went down right with Debbie. Like,
Ooh.
come on,
Debbie
be
wasn't
honest.
doing something right.
Debbie, I think Debbie was all the way. She was a housewife. She
That's
was
funny though.
she was doing the full-time job.
Yeah, but she probably wasn't doing something right because
Oh, my
you
mic
know
is
Because what?
a,
my mic is
a man
jingled.
does not step out of the relationship if he's getting all he needs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he got out, but there was still. I think Michael really trusts her. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. He
And
did
then
trust
if
her.
Michael Jackson trusts her, that means she was very nice to him because he have that trust issue. He didn't really trust people, and then the fact he got like 2 kids with her,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that mean like he really trust her. Well, place was pretty to the same fashion. They just did it for the kids. Yeah, they did it for the kids, but I mean, even now, Michael Jackson is not alive. If he was just for the kids, she wouldn't even care about everything happening to like Paris' life or whatever. But like, she always step up and then trying to do something even to defend Michael Jackson. Like now, she have no reason to do that, but she always there. You know, when Paris like would have like a breakdown, and she was there for her as well. She even took her at some point. So I gotta respect her for that.
Well, I wanted to ask you some questions regarding another topic outside of MJ, being that you
Yes,
are
yes.
like the master fitness guru.
Oh man, that guru
And
name is scary.
I started my recent weight loss journey over the last couple of months, and over the last few months, I've lost 24 pounds total. And I'm looking for different ways, and not just for me, because I mean anybody out there who's watching can use any of these tips that you may have. Like,
Right.
what tips do you have regarding weight loss? What can be done? I mean, what exercises you recommend specifically?
I think when it comes to weight loss is you have to understand your body as well because everybody always say don't eat this, don't do that, whatever that.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like the way your body actually react to, because some people they don't eat a lot but they still get big, like it's easy to get fat. It depend of your body. I would say the most important is actually to, as much as you want to be in the gym, you have to work out, but you have to watch what you eat first. Like if you go today in your house, before you get any advice from any personal trainer, you know what is good and what is bad for you. Like you
Right.
don't have to go to, nobody have to tell you. If I ask you to go in your kitchen to open everything there, to open your fridge, you're gonna know what is good and what is bad. First thing, the first step is for you to just remove what you think, like, you know what, this might be too much. You start with that, and then after that, you have to replace. Let's say the problem, I mean, your goal is like to lose weight, like calories. You have to replace things that you like for something else. Like if you like eating, like let's say like actually eating pasta, you're just gonna reduce the amount. You don't have to be so violent about it. Just reduce the amount of carb that you're eating. You increase like your vegetable or your fish. You start that way, and you start training as well. I always advise people to train like about three times a week minimum. And any type of training is good because when you build muscle, you lose fat at the same time. So I would say you start with that first to be consistent and reduce the amount of calorie and fat that you're actually having in your plate. And you have to, yeah. I mean, the first thing is to do that first, and you're gonna see how your body gonna react. But like now, see you training a lot. You training like 3 hours a week, like a day. That's a lot of hours to spend in the gym. But the thing is, it's better. You can do like full body workout. Don't spend too much time doing cardio because people always think like doing cardio all the time is gonna make you lose everything. But what you forget is when you build muscle, is making you lose weight as well. Because when you build muscle, you're actually burning fat at the same time. The only way for the muscle to build is for the fat to get burned. So that's why you see people that do cardio only when they lose fat, they have like skin hanging and things like that. But
Right.
when you are losing what do you call it, weight by building muscle, your body gonna be more like how can I say, tone. So you have to do a little bit of cardio and you have to do, body weight as well. But the food is the most important. So how is your
Like
diet right now?
right now my diet is actually good. I mean, I do a lot of smoothies. Like majority of the smoothies I do is like broccoli, spinach. Of course, my doctor recently told me, she's like, don't use pineapples no more, because I was using pineapple a lot, but she was like, no, don't use that. But I still continue to use it just a little bit because I tried this concoction, which was actually helping me sweat a little more. It was a mixture of water, ginger, lemon juice, all
Yeah.
fresh, and pineapple.
Yeah, but that's more like a supplement because when I talk about food, I don't think you spend all your day just drinking. like,
No, I mean, if
like,
I'm not actually, I mean, there are days where, no lie, fine Christ, I'm not going to deny it. I'll spend the whole day and just do three smoothies as meal replacement. And then there are days where I'll do one smoothie and then maybe two meals.
and that's
One
all they
meal will be
eat.
a salad, and then one meal will probably be like a white rice and broccoli or something.
Yeah, the problem with this type of diet is I always say to people, you have to do something that go with your lifestyle. You see a lot of people they're having a challenge. They have like let's say 60-day challenge. They lose weight. Boom, they lose weight. And when you come back to see the same person 2 months later, man, you get fat is what happened. Why? It's because people stick to something is really extreme to get to the level where they want to get. But are you
Right.
gonna live the same way? Are you gonna spend? If I tell you today, are you gonna spend the rest of your life just drinking broccoli on the, like that's your life for the next, I don't know, till your day you die? No. So you have to find a diet that's gonna adapt with your lifestyle. You have to. It's gonna take time, but you're gonna get there, and it's gonna be more easier. You're gonna have a better balance as well. Let's say your broccoli. That's good. What you're doing about like the drink. You can have it as a meal replacement. Like you can have it like as a breakfast when you wake up in the morning. You can have it part of your breakfast and part of your meal, your normal meal. You can have like fish or chicken, everything that you cook. Things that are healthy. You reduce the amount of carb that you're having and you replace it with like vegetable. You have some fish, right? And then at night, if you want, you can have something light as well. You can have your smoothie as well, or you can have like some light food and you train more. If you do it that way, of course you're gonna lose weight. But you're gonna be slowly, slowly, but you're gonna get there and then you're gonna lose. That's what I can advise you to do. So as a breakfast, you can have your drink that you're doing, your normal meal, whatever you like eating. If you like chicken, you can have chicken as well. But the way you cook, you have to be different. You don't have to be too greasy or something like that. So yeah,
Probably
and your body
steamed
gonna
or
need
baked,
the
right?
like you were saying, Sandy was saying protein. Yeah, your body gonna need the protein as well because if you wanna build muscle, protein is good because it help your muscle to grow. So protein you can have it on the supplement or you can have it
All
on
right,
food as
TJ.
well. You can have it like on eggs, on
See you later,
fish,
TJ.
on many things. Sorry guys, it's done with Michael. Yeah. Thank you guys as well. Thank you by the way. It was really nice to have you here.
Thank you, Gigi.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I advise you to do. I'm gonna talk to you on private about it as well. If you want, we can do like a proper meal plan for you based on you have to tell me
Definitely.
honestly what you eat every single day. Like and then I'm gonna be able to switch it up to something else. Because you still have to enjoy life, like eat things that you like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. I've been trying my best to not eat anything that I would normally eat, and
Like what?
I'm not gonna deny it. Like if I actually had a choice, I would. I do like pan seared chicken
I
and
love
things
you
like
too,
that.
Pamela. Yeah, go on.
Like I do like a pan seared chicken sometimes, and I do it in like a what is the name of the sauce? I can't remember it. Oh my goodness, I can't remember it. It's like a tangy garlic sauce,
Okay.
and I know that that's no good for dieting because it has a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, yada yada
Yeah,
yada. So it
like
kind of
things like
defeats the purpose.
sugar, you can't
Yeah,
like sometimes you can't replace sugar with things like what can I say? Like honey, you can replace it with like banana if if you're doing your thing. There's always something that you can replace with something that you like. There's always
right.
like an alternative. That's what you have to do. Like people, I love rice. I eat rice a lot. So what I do sometimes, you can just reduce the like what we do in our plate. Sometimes we have so many carbs and then we have less protein and less like vegetable. So you have to make sure that you do the opposite if you want to lose weight and still build your muscle. That's what you have to do. You actually increase your amount of protein and vegetable as well, and just gonna reduce some of the carb. And some carb are good as well, but it depend what type of carb is. So that's what you have to do. And then you train, and when you train, you have to have a specific type of training. I would advise you to do like a little bit of cardio before you start. You can do like 10 minute cardio or 5 minutes, and you do your workout. You can't start with full body workout that we say is much better. So you're gonna work all your body. You can do it like 3 times a week, full body workout, and yeah, and then with your diet like that, you're gonna start seeing the results slowly, slowly. But
I'm already.
it's a journey, yeah. Brown rice, no white rice. Yes, yeah, yeah. Like she was saying here, brown rice, no white rice, because
Which I
brown
love
rice
rice
is
or
actually
fried
gonna
rice.
be like you have is content like a lot of sugar on that, and then you're gonna turn to fat if you have like brown rice. It's like same people they replace white rice, brown bread to no, sorry, white bread to brown bread as well. So you can actually replace it. You
Oh
can
yeah.
have porridge in the morning. You can have some oats meal with banana inside, and you drink your protein as well, part of your meal during the day. And when you eat a lot of vegetable with some, fish or chicken breast or any other things that you like. I don't want to be so typical gym people that talk about broccoli and no, you have to enjoy things that you eat as well, but you just have to reduce the amount of certain things that might actually slow you down to reach your goal. So yeah,
See,
jollof
I'm like
rice.
for me, I'm not gonna deny it. Like the pandemic really did me dirty because once the hours at work slowed down and then I was home more,
Yeah, I like
I was
nuts.
less active. I was less active, so and I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not like you, Phonchrist. I wasn't an exerciser. I was always able to
Yeah.
keep a. I was always able to keep myself a certain size without ever
Mm,
having to exercise or do anything.
yeah.
But once the hours at work slowed down and then I was home more,
Oh,
you had time. I would have time to sit,
yeah.
sit, 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 sit,
So how long
lay
you been
down.
training now?
Going on a month.
So
It's going
yeah,
on a
because
month.
I see you use a lot of machine because I see your video, and trying to do a lot of free weight as well. Like do like compound movement. Like you can use like a bar, shoulder press, squat, things like that. So that thing is good because you're gonna use all your body gonna work at the same time. The machine is good, but it's like isolate movement. It only works in certain part, and it let all the part of your body rest when you're actually training because you have like you're so comfortable. But when you do like free weight compound movement, all your bodies at work, and that's what you actually need. That's how you build your strength as well. So I would say that.
Like I
Right.
actually have tried doing free weights while I was working out, but of course I'm not able to record it. It sucks.
Yeah.
So I
And
just
you,
like when
yeah,
I
you
post things, I record what I can, like
No,
those.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good. I mean the hardest thing in the gym is, with fitness is just like um to start and to be consistent. Like because everybody can start, but to stay focused, to stay
uh-huh.
consistent is hard. That's the hard. That's the hardest thing. So as long even if you're making mistake, you're just gonna learn by making mistake. I hurt myself a lot. I hurt my back, my shoulders, things like that. That's what I've learned. So with time you're gonna learn, but from now,
Oh
before you
yeah,
go to the gym, you have to make sure you know exactly what you're going to do. If you're struggling about anything, I'm gonna just DM me and I'm gonna help you with some type of exercise, how much rep you want to do, so we
I
can take it from
appreciate
there.
that.
Thank you, man.
But I ain't gonna front though. Like the first 2 days, like my whole chest
Now
and
you want to
arms and
show us his chest,
shoulders
right?
swollen, swollen, and
Swallow is good. You know why?
yeah,
Because you're doing
and
something.
sore.
Your body is doing something that is not used to do. That's the reason why it's hurting. I love that pain. I wish I could feel that way every day.
But the gym has been working for me because I couldn't get into this shirt months before, and now I'm able to wear it again, and it's actually baggy. This shirt, I could not fit it at all.
Really?
Yeah, I could not fit this shirt at all. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be a
yeah,
fitted shirt.
that's good. Do you do like shoulder press with the bar? Do you do
I
that?
do shoulder presses, bicep curls. I do boat rowing, and what is the name of the other one? I can't remember the name of the machine where you actually have to push. It's like you're seated, but you have to kind of push the weights down.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. The
What?
name of that machine.
How is it?
Like it has two handles on each side, and they're like on the side of each seat, and you take the palms of your hands and push them down,
Like that? Or
like
down?
straight down to the floor.
Oh, straight down to the floor.
I'm gonna record it next time when I'm there, and I'm gonna
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, so you'll see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, but I suggest you to do like compound movement. It's very good, compound. It's gonna help you a lot.
Yeah, I'm
It's,
getting all swollen now, so
yeah, man. So you're gonna have those gains, man. Do you do press ups as well?
I do.
Definitely. Yeah, you're gonna have like can do like press ups as well and everything. So
But now what I'm gonna try to do now that I'm a month in is now. Cause I don't know, like I was told by someone else who was there at the gym, like maybe take one day and focus on a specific area. I don't know. Do you recommend that? Like one target area per day or per session?
yeah, I think yeah, you can actually split your body, do different body parts. You can do that as well. But for now, I suggest you because you're starting. I suggest to do like full body parts. It's much better. Or you can split your body by two. You do the
Right.
upper body and you do like the lower body as well. But like ancillary movement, like just focus on one muscle. I would say on your level, you don't really need to do that. Yeah, just do like the full body. It's gonna be much better. And I'll show you what kind of exercise you have to do.
Well, I appreciate that. Dove, do
All
you
right.
have any questions for him regarding fitness?
Any question regarding anything, you guys? Wow,
You
fitness.
guys have any questions for?
Oh, they're
I
still
have
on the MJ.
no questions.
Oh, they still on.
Thank
Oh,
you,
they still on the
Janessa.
MJ. I see here. See, you start streaming. Oh.
Y'all are on that ABC generation.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Yeah. So it was
I
very
do
good.
appreciate. I do
Yeah.
appreciate the advice because, like I always say, I was like, "Wow, he's the master." I've been following you on social media since 2019, and I'm
Wow.
like, I got to get like Phonchrist soon. This is before I got the damn gut, like before I got the gut, and now that I got the gut, now it's like I really got to get like him now.
Yeah,
I
I
got to
mean,
get down.
it happened, man. Whatever you
Yeah.
put your mind, you just have to stop doing what you feel like is gonna slow you down, and yeah, just focus. You're gonna get there. Just be consistent. That's what you have to do. You're gonna take some time. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. Just do what you gotta do, and that's how I will give you some tips, some exercise.
I'm gonna be going to the gym right after this podcast. In all actuality,
I was training actually when before we record this. I was actually training outside.
I seen on social media.
Yeah, I was training.
You train a
Though,
lot. You train a
oh
lot.
man,
Phonchrist.
I was training. You know why? Because I haven't trained for 3 days. I feel like when I don't train, I don't feel good mentally. I feel like something is missing. I have to train. It helped me. It's like you smoking, and when I train, I use it the same way. Yeah,
He
but I
said
mean,
it's like you're smoking.
yeah, we no. I'm just saying like we
No,
gotta
I
do
know.
something. Is that we all have to do something like that
That
makes
makes you
you
feel good.
feel. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Some people smoke, some people drink, some people do yoga. I don't do yoga. Some people they do a lot of things. For me, it's more like training, and I used to do that before just because I wanted to look fit and everything, but now I do it more because I just feel good inside more mentally and everything more than just the outside. When you go up to that stage, the outside is just gonna come itself. You don't really have to care too much.
Have you
What did
always
you
been
say?
into fitness like that before? Phonchrist?
No, I haven't been to. Now we're gonna get emotional now. I haven't been to fitness all the time. I think I started doing fitness because I didn't really like. I used to be like, oh my god, skinny as hell, like very skinny. My arm used to be like half of don't know if you can see. Like half of this like used to be very skinny and anything. So I said to myself, you know what? I need to do something about it. I need to do something to change or whatever. I start training and yeah, and I fall in love with it. And now I'm just I'm helping people as well to become the better version of themselves. So yeah, so I've been training
That's
now.
nice.
That's what I'm doing. What does the name Phonchrist mean? It's not your real name. It's my real name actually. The name means is actually my father name and my father name and my mom name. They just call it. My father name is Alphonse. He's a French guy, French name, and he put the PH. And my mother name is Christian. She just put the Christ. They put it together pretty much. So that's how they make it
Oh,
up. That's why it
that's
sounds.
cool.
That's why it sounds so unique. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's cool, but you can't get in trouble because somebody want to Google you straight away. Oh my God, is this guy like?
Because you're the first person I've actually met with that
yeah,
name.
if you
So
find
it's a
somebody
unique
with my name, if you find somebody with my, I'm the only person in the world to have it. If you find somebody with my name, that means you got it from me. Like, I have to put some copyright on that. Yeah, for real. You're never gonna find it somewhere else. That's why it's easy for me to use that email. I don't have to pull number 2, 3 at the end of my name. You know,
Right.
You don't have to do that. So,
all right, Biz Marquis passed away.
Oh man.
Right.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Biz Marquis.
Thank you guys, Pamela. There was a lot of people. Red Pills. I see you talking a lot, Sandy. All of you guys. You know, it was very. I love your show. It's really good because people can actually interact. I don't do that. I have my YouTube channel. I have a lot of people there, but I never go live on my channel. Like
maybe you should do that more often.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Even go live on Instagram. People do that a lot. You know, that's the whole thing now.
Yeah, I need to do that more, but like, yeah, I'm more the offline person.
I know that's right.
Oh man.
But we thank you, Phonchrist, for joining us on today's episode. It definitely was a real one. It's definitely cool having you back.
Yeah,
on the
man,
show.
we keep it real.
Yeah, you know it. Do you guys have anything that you want to say to the viewers before we wrap this up?
Keep Michaeling, you know, keep talking about Michael Jackson and share his legacy. I mean, his message. And yeah, man, like I know, like the Michael Jackson community is not as it used to be before. We don't have to love each other. We don't have to agree with each other. But as long as we keep his music alive, his legacy, you know, that's the most important. Yeah,
absolutely. And what about you, Miss Dove?
Oh, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Like, ladies, stay tuned for next week. We are about to get busy for the Red Light Special. Are you all ready? We have a Red Light Special, guys.
I know y'all are going to miss me next
week.
I won't be here. I will not be here. I'll be sitting in the audience watching alongside the rest of y'all. So I will miss you guys next week. So Miss Dove Angel
You'll be in the backstage
down with Miss Terry TJ and Miss Vixen. So I'll be backstage.
All right. Gotta go.
Oh, man. But much love to you, Moonwalkers.
Thank you, guys.
Much love, guys.
Love you guys. I miss
love
P
you
and Dove. Talk to you guys soon.
But all right, guys, we are out of here. This is the MCP. Peace out,
later.
Guys. Thank you.
Bye.